fucking watch
Check,
the show.
check, check.
Look what they just said.
Check.
Listen to one little boy and I'm like, they just said that. Fuck them. Y'all seen the fake goalie shit or no?
I watched as much of it as I could. You want to hit the record button over there, Mr. Malone?
Yo, I let a girl hear it and she was like, I can't listen to this no more. I'm just like, I get it. Trust me. It's a hard swallow.
The guy looks so familiar. The guy doing the interview?
Yeah, Arana?
Yeah, he looks mighty familiar. I'm not sure if I know him or not. I couldn't tell. But yeah, fuck Faith Goldie, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna cuss her out. I don't want to cuss her. That's Maloney's homegirl. So we're trying to get that interview. We're trying to make that interview money. And
I watched all 3 parts. And
I apologize for anything I said last week about Faith Goldie.
Did you say anything negative?
I don't know.
Did you really say anything negative? Did he say anything negative about her? Shout out all the people out there.
Already?
My girl was mad at me for one of the things I said.
Oh man,
she's usually a good sport. So.
Wow. She probably Googled it like
domestic issues.
No, that's the first time that's ever been an issue. So I must have went a little ham last week.
Shout out Lindsay. She got love.
Shout out Lindsay. I apologize.
Yeah.
Anything I said about Faith Goldie. Faith Goldie, we want that interview.
They're trying to get that money.
We'll just leave it at that.
She said she was going to be the Rob Ford in a skirt.
That's a horrible sight. But you know what?
Hold up. Now we're actually starting.
All right.
All right. Yeah. We live.
Talks.
Episode 9, baby. What up? Shout out all the people.
Hey.
We're just starting this off.
Yeah.
And we live in this. Say what up to all the people.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy Deegs. What up, man? I see you, my dude.
Shout out to
Shout out all the people, man. Shout out the world. Yeah. Toronto Talks, episode 9. Gotta apologize. I got Maloney a little bit stoned as usual before we do this, and he's a little slow at the moment. He's trying to figure out what's going on. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. But what's
don't bother like that, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Toronto motherfucking Talks.
So what's going on with the world, man? What's going on this week? What's new with it, man?
Man, where do we start?
Where do we start?
Yeah.
Kanye. Who you want to talk
We start with Kanye. We just jump right into Kanye.
I don't know.
Let's talk albums.
Shout out to Brown Guy Made It. He's like, fam, you look dumb lit.
Word. Shout out Brown Guy, man. This guy's killing it on the videos. I just did a reaction for the the Black of the Dawn video, Can't Dance, and yo, man, like Brown Guy's killing it. You know what I mean? His videos are dope as fuck.
Videos are super dope.
Yeah, and they always got some fly ass whips in
Always,
their fucking.
always.
Like, where you guys getting these cars from? Like hook a brother up with these cars. I think you gotta turn me up a little bit on this microphone. But yeah, or to my headphones up, 1 and 2. But you guys always got the dope whips, man. So I'm jealous.
Turn me up in the motherfucking headphones.
Yeah.
Yo, can you hear everything, Stone?
Yeah, everything's perfect.
Yeah.
And you still gotta adjust a little bit.
I don't
Brown
hear
Guy,
Stone
where you
well
getting
on here though?
What's
where
that?
you getting those?
1, 2, mic check. 1, 2.
Where you getting those whips from, my brother? Like, where they coming from, man? The people want to know.
All right. Yo, Stone,
Yo,
check a little bit.
yeah, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
What did I do here?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2.
All right, I got Maloney's feed
I
going
hear
too, so I can see some of the
Yeah,
comments
yeah.
going.
Mic
See,
check.
this is what I gotta do. I gotta get like
I
all the
hear
different
myself.
feeds going, see myself here
Yeah,
and
mic
stuff.
check. 1, 2.
Oh, you see a small deposit. This guy said
1,
you can
2.
get the
Mic
cars.
check. 1,
You can
2.
hook me up
1,
with the
2.
whips. You just need a
Mic
small
check.
deposit
1, 2.
of 50K.
Oh, shit.
All right, well that's what's
Yeah.
up. I'll see if
1,
I can
2.
get my guap together and we'll get a Lambo in the next video shoot. Maybe we'll get a few people
There
to
we go.
Perfect, yeah.
There we go. We didn't
check.
have Stone
There we
hooked up.
go.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
now we're proper.
Yeah, man.
Now we're proper.
Yeah, but shout out my man, Brown Guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, those videos are always dope, man. Shout out, Black.
Yeah. Hold up. He was interacting while we were figuring out.
Yeah, I was talking to him. He's saying,
okay, he said, "I got you for the whips, low."
yeah, 50 G's.
Deposit.
50 G's for a fucking, deposit on the car. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Maybe. All right, but let's talk albums that dropped this week, man. Let's talk something common. You know what I mean? Let's
break the ice.
let's talk music, man. What albums you guys bumped that dropped this week? Cause I got my favorites.
Logic, man.
Logic, eh?
Logic.
You're feeling the Logic video
I only
or the
heard it
Logic
once.
album.
I only heard it once and it's dope.
Ah, shut up, my dude.
I didn't hear the whole thing, but everything I heard off it, I thought was fucking actually fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Logic album's fire. The Lupe album, phenomenal.
I
I'm
need to
loving the
hear
Lupe
I need to hear
album.
that.
Yeah.
Please take in these albums. Lupe album's definitely phenomenal. And the Wheezy album.
I
you know,
like
I
it.
like it.
I don't love it, but I do like it.
Okay. I haven't heard the Vinny Paz album. I know Vinny Paz dropped album as well.
Yeah, I heard
Did you see him on
Shout
Joe
out.
Rogan?
I did not see him on
That's
Joe
all right.
Rogan.
Oh shit.
Okay.
That's all right.
Shout out Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
Shout out Joe
check
Weezy,
that.
man.
Joe Rogan's the shit.
Yeah,
Joe
I like some of the
Yeah.
stuff he's dealing with. You know what I mean?
I'm not really, yeah.
I like Joe Rogan, but at the same time, you know, like sometimes like he gives the right a little too much airtime on his show, in my opinion. You know,
I
but
think we need to hear their opinion. We
I
need to
feel
see
you
where
on
they're
that.
coming
I
from.
feel you on that. I
It's
mean, we're
always
not
good
against
dialogue
that.
Yeah.
on the show, though.
Yeah.
It's never like, and even when it's like someone he agrees with,
Yeah.
he like plays devil's advocate. and
Yeah.
shit, you know what I mean? So that's one thing I really like. About
Yeah.
Yeah, I could respect that. I could absolutely respect that. You know, and respect that about
Yeah,
Joe Rogan. So
I like
shout out
hearing
him,
their
man.
opinions, man. Because honestly, regardless if I agree with their opinions, it's like, okay, I know where you're exactly coming from.
Right.
As opposed to what the media is trying to portray them as. You know what I mean?
True.
So
True. So you let them come on and kind of like, you know, talk their shit
Yeah.
and get it from the horse's mouth
Yeah,
rather than
exactly.
people assuming. Yeah, I can respect that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what's up, you know.
So, as long as they don't turn into Hitler or whatever the case may be, then we good. And I mean, I'm just using Hitler as an example.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Once you start going hardcore with that pro stuff, you're
Yeah,
like, yo, ooh,
yeah,
calm the
so
fuck
it's affecting
down.
people's lives and shit.
Yeah.
That's where I draw the line.
Well, shout out Joe Rogan, man, because he's doing his thing. Have you seen like how hard Joe Rogan can kick?
Nah.
Yo, Joe Rogan kicks harder than fuck, dude. He kicks harder than like most people, man. Like most MMA fighters.
Mhm.
Like his actual, he's got some videos. If you haven't seen them yet, YouTube Joe Rogan like kicking a bag. This guy, I would not. Even if you paid me $1 million, I'm not taking a kick from Joe Rogan.
Say words
Oh,
like that.
he fucking crushed my sternum. I'd die.
I didn't even know he was a fighter. I didn't even know he was a comedian.
Come on. Are you
No,
serious?
No, I just used to see the 1-2 videos. I'm like, okay, this guy, I see.
That's
I
his
just
kinda
knew
funny.
him from Fear Factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't watch
you know
TV,
what?
right? So
Someone
I
said
have
the
no
same
idea.
thing to me this week. Like, I had no idea Joe Rogan was a comedian because there's like a special on
Yeah,
Netflix. I'm
yeah.
like, are you kidding me? Like, how do you think he got his start? You thought he
Yeah.
was just always like the MMA fucking
I thought he was just a
commentator?
straight podcaster. I had no idea.
Oh,
Which is
serious?
cool. Yeah,
Serious? You don't
yeah.
watch MMA?
I haven't watched TV since 2004.
Hey.
Like,
Well,
I-
what about
I wish I
UFC? Like,
could
do you watch
agree with
UFC
you.
at all?
So even
Or?
Dave Chappelle, I've never seen an episode.
What?
You've never seen an episode of Chappelle Show?
How?
No.
How have you not seen an episode?
Wow.
of
Because I wasn't
Wow.
watching TV.
But you've never seen it
You
on
gotta go
like.
back and watch it.
I've given up watching TV since 2004.
Yo, shout out to Ilya.
But like, I mean, come on, you haven't watched like DVDs or the online.
Nah, not really.
So if we showed you like Chappelle Show right now, this would all be.
I've heard things, but I've never seen the full
Oh
thing. So,
wow!
and it's cool. I'm not personally. I don't feel like I'm missing anything.
Yo.
Okay.
Because a lot of shit. No, I'm being honest. A lot of shit that he may have done has been done in other shows before. Maybe not the same way, but same content.
Yeah, Chris Brown. I'm not Chris Brown. Chris
In
Rock
Living
has
Color.
similar skits.
In Living Color, especially.
Yeah,
In
similar
Living Color
skits. I feel you.
touched on a lot of shit that he did. Not the same way though.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you though,
Yeah.
Chappelle Show is fucking.
No,
awesome.
I understand. Yeah, fully.
Like
fully.
man,
I don't feel like I
I
missed
have
out on a
season
lot
2
of
and
shit.
maybe even season 1
Yeah.
on DVD. Can I give you them?
I watch them.
Yeah.
But I'm a person now from a long time ago.
You got? Are you serious? You've never seen? Man, okay, yo,
I might have
please.
seen 1 or 2 little skits.
Like
Yeah.
you've seen
On
like
YouTube.
you've seen the Making the Bad shit.
No.
Wow.
Nah.
But he probably doesn't even know what making the band
nah,
is,
nah.
though,
See, I
right?
know that line,
Yeah.
but not because it's from there, because people repeated it.
Whoa,
You know what I'm saying?
man.
It is what it is. Like I said, I made that choice to
No,
give up on
shout
TV
out to
a
Baxter.
minute ago. Like, so anything that from 2004 on, television wise, I'm
Bruh.
oblivious to.
I'm way
It's
too
kind
high.
of crazy.
I'm
I
too
hear-
high for you to be telling me.
I hear about
You
shit.
never watch.
I hear
Chappelle
about
Show.
I hear about Jersey Shore. I hear about all these
I never
things.
watched that shit.
But what I'm saying is,
But Chappelle's a must.
no matter what it is, whatever came from since then till now, I haven't really cared.
Wow.
Never cared.
Damn.
It just. I remember in 2003 sitting down, flipping channels. Like, there's nothing on fucking TV. I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah.
So
I feel you.
That's why I won't get cable.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if there's a show that people like just keep
Yeah.
telling me it's fire, then I
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Keep it.
But I just like,
No, I definitely feel you. Like personally,
Yeah.
I hate TV myself. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
get really bored watching TV, but something like Chappelle's show, I mean, fuck.
No, I know
like,
what
I
you
mean,
mean, man.
that's my shit. You
I
know what I
know.
mean?
I know
We
what you
got nonsense on here saying, like, man, you can't believe that, like, you never watched it.
nah, I
Have you
don't
seen
know.
Key and Peele? Baxter wants to know.
Not all of it, nah. Nah.
Someone-
I've seen clips of it on
Okay.
YouTube, but I'm not like, I've watched every episode.
That's crazy,
yeah.
man.
And like I
That's
said,
crazy.
they're funny, but at the end of the day, I don't feel like I missed shit. Because so much type of program before that, since I was a little kid till now, have touched on all those subjects.
Word.
They just do it
Yeah.
in a modern time.
I kind of feel
Yeah.
that, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with it. I kind of feel that, like, to be completely honest with you, like, if you ask me about certain TV shows, I'd be absolutely
Do
oblivious
you know
to
what
anything
show
that's
I
out right
know
now.
nothing about?
What's that?
Which one?
Seinfeld.
Ha.
Are you serious?
I used to watch Seinfeld.
Serious.
I love
That show, like, I don't know a fucking thing.
You didn't watch it once?
I've seen it like
Yeah.
10
I
times.
used to watch it a lot. It was fun.
That shit used to come on TV when I was young, and I was
Yeah.
like, yo, this shit
What
is
the
so
fuck?
fucking whack. Like,
It's a lot of dry humor, man.
get this shit the fuck out of here. And then fucking when I got older, like all my like friends, like a large percentage of my friends,
Yeah.
like my rap friends,
Yeah.
for some reason, it's like everyone who I grew up with
Yeah.
who liked hip hop, like Seinfeld. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For some reason, there's a connection there.
I don't actually like the show, but I
But-
understood what it was about. And I was like, this is kind of cool. It's like Friends, but
See, I fuck with friends.
yeah.
I don't fuck with
But
Friends
it's
at
not
all.
like Friends.
I'll be there for you.
Yeah, Friends isn't a show that I really, really like fuck with a lot, to
Yeah.
be really honest with you.
What's a guy named Joey?
Joey.
He's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, that guy's
He's
killing
funny.
me.
That guy,
Yeah.
yeah. That guy's funny. But
Yeah.
like the guy Ross, he seems like a sociopath to me.
Yeah.
Like I can't,
Ross
you know what I'm
is
saying? Like,
fucked up.
Yeah.
Yo, we're literally sitting here talking about friends right now.
that's kind of weird.
Yo, done though.
Shout out Friends. But yeah, like I said, man, I've never
Well,
really.
there's a song that just came out. What's it about Rachel Green? It's like an R&B song about Rachel. R&B pop song. A dude made now about a girl being like Rachel Green.
Really?
You're my Rachel Green.
Well, that's
I was like, what the fuck?
trippy.
And he has clips of the show in the video,
Yeah, that's trippy. Yeah.
and it matches you almost every word he's saying. I'm just like, what the fuck?
That's kind of weird. Like I said, man, that show to me, that guy Ross, he to me is a sociopath. I try to watch it every now and then. I'm like, this guy's psycho. Like, why does no one realize, like, this guy's a psycho killer, you know? Like, his whole mannerisms.
Psycho killer.
Yeah, qu'est-ce que c'est, man? He's gonna. Yeah. Fuck Ross.
Fuck Ross, yo.
I would run far away
You better
from
keep that
Ross.
same smoke when Rose comes to town. Right?
But no, I can never really get into Friends. But Seinfeld, I love it. Curb Your Enthusiasm, dude, that's my shit.
Yeah.
That's
Curb,
what I heard is good. I've never
oh
watched.
man, Curb is like Seinfeld on cocaine, even though I've never tried cocaine. But Curb, especially after season 3, such a good show, man. That's like easily one of the best TV shows, comedies ever, in my opinion. I love that show. Like I die for that show. Like anytime it's on, I'm a fucking huge Curb Your Enthusiasm fan. Game of Thrones? Have you seen Game of Thrones?
Fuck no.
Ah.
I don't watch Dungeons and Dragons.
Are you serious? So neither of you guys watch Game of Thrones?
No.
I hear great
Oh
things
my
about it. I hear
God.
great things about it,
I
but
hear
again,
good things about it, but get that shit.
Dude.
I just don't watch TV, bro.
I'm pretty sure when it's all said and done, Game of Thrones is going to go down as the greatest TV show of all time.
No, fuck that.
Absolutely. I would.
Breaker High's better.
Breaker fucking high. Get the fuck out of here. Bro, this guy said breaker fucking high. Are you
Yo.
kidding me right now? That's hilarious, bro. This guy said breaker high. But no, seriously, Game of Thrones is like, that will go down as the best show of all time.
Do you know what's so funny about Breaker High though?
I barely remember breaker fucking
Okay, well,
high.
that's
So
how
please
Ryan-
tell me what's so
Do you
funny.
remember Ryan Gosling?
Yes.
That was
That's
before
on
you.
Yes,
CBC?
okay.
That's on CBC?
No, it was on YTV.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yes, I remember that show. It was on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
so
that
I'm watching this
shit.
movie the other day, or this Netflix series, right? And the dude's like in the show, like he's like quits from like a sitcom or whatever, right? And
Yeah.
he's like, Ryan Gosling would never do this.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, thinking in my head, I'm like, actually, yeah, he would. I'm like,
Dude.
Breaker High's more cheesy than the fucking.
Okay, hold on.
I was like,
Hold
yo,
on, hold
whoever
on.
wrote the screenplay for this movie never seen Breaker High.
I'm pretty sure I know a show that was even cheesier that Ryan Gosling was on.
No, Ryan
Called
Gosling
Young
wasn't in
Hercules.
it, but it was like
No, he was the main star of that fucking show.
not the one I was just talking about.
Breaker High?
No.
Oh, no, but the movie you're saying where the guy was saying Ryan Gosling wouldn't do this.
Yeah.
No, Ryan Gosling was in, if I'm not mistaken, a show called Young Hercules at one point.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not. Let me Google this shit.
Yo, somebody fucking sweep Ryan Gosling the fuck out of here.
Let's
the fuck
get
is
that
that
guy.
shit? And while we're at it, Leonardo DiCaprio too, because even though he's like the greatest actor of all time, in my opinion, get the fuck out of here for the Man in the Iron Mask. Like, I still ain't forgiving you for that fucking lame shit. Have you seen the Man in the Iron Mask?
No,
Yeah,
I'm actually
So,
not a movie cat. Like I seen certain movies.
Dude, that's
but
him right there. Take a look at this shit.
The last time I
Alright, let's
saw a
see this.
movie, in a minute.
Get the fuck out of here.
Told you.
Yo, somebody get the world's biggest broom to sweep Ryan Gosling. That's the fuck out of here.
You kind of look like Ryan Gosling. Just saying.
Yo, thank you. That's a compliment, though.
It's like 80 pounds heavier or something.
Yeah, yo, I fucks with that.
You
Yo,
fucks with that, eh?
the dad bod Ryan Gosling. That, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
Yeah, that's something that the dad bod does. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus. Alright, but yeah, man, back to fucking these albums, man. Like I was saying, man, like we got some pretty decent
I
albums
think the
that
best
dropped this
album
week.
that dropped was No Way Out, Puff Daddy,
Of all time?
this week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. We taking acid again? You tripping? What the fuck's going on? Like, explain that statement. How the fuck is that the best album that dropped this week? Listen, he took some big samples, all right? And samples Sting. That
Yeah.
cost a lot of fucking money, and shout out to him for being able to afford that.
That's what's the 6 Nights Sun say Tupac?
Yeah.
Do you believe it though?
No, fuck no.
That
When I seen
Tupac's
that, I'm like,
alive.
somebody get this guy the fuck out of here.
The fact that people still believe that this guy is alive is like,
Yo, we don't know though. We don't know nothing.
Actually, I'm drawing I'm drawing a line in the sand right now.
hold on, you think Pac's still alive?
I
If
don't
you
know
think Pac is
shit.
alive,
I don't
remove
know
me from your
shit.
Facebook friend.
I don't know shit.
I don't know you.
I don't. Was there open? Well, did we see his funeral? Do we know what happened? Do we know he's buried? Where's he buried?
He's not buried. He was cremated.
Okay.
He's cremated.
So, did they have a coffin? Did they have a private ceremony? I don't know. I don't know shit.
Yeah, they had a private ceremony for him, apparently, like the Outlaws and shit were there.
Outlaw
Like,
smoked Tupac.
I don't.
I don't know about all
supposedly
that.
That's what they said, right? Supposedly that's
Yeah.
what they said. Again, I don't know shit. I wasn't there. I don't know shit. And they don't. The fact that I don't know, man. I can't take his son seriously. I can't take his dad seriously. Like the fuck.
You're almost just like by default. You're like,
Yeah.
Shout out.
You don't trust.
Shout out,
Like,
person
we didn't
watching.
know
Let
he
us
had
know
a
if you
son
think
popping
Tupac's
around.
dead or
I
alive,
I didn't know
man.
he was a
Like,
father.
I think Tupac's dead. Let the man rest in peace, man.
It's
You know who
Hey,
had
would
it?
you imagine Suge Knight being your dad? Yo, that would not be a fun lifestyle.
Not at all.
You're
What do you
creeping
mean?
in the door at like 8.
They tackle your ass, fuck you up, just on
He
sight.
make you drink
Yeah.
his piss.
I'm just saying, like, you're in the, there's two.
If I don't teach you now, I don't wipe your mouth out with soap.
Oh man, listen. You fucking around, you're not gonna get that interview with
this.
Tupac or Tupac with Suge Knight's son. So you're saying a lot of
Maybe-
inflammatory
maybe-
shit right
you know,
now.
maybe that, like with the whole thing with Vanilla Ice, like that was just him parenting him. He's just like, yo, I'm son of me right now.
I didn't realize how young Ice was.
Oh,
16 at the time.
Yeah, he was mad young when Ice Ice Baby.
Yeah.
Dude, that song's still making money to this
Yeah.
day. Like, I don't know if there's a lot of songs in the history of hip hop that have made more money than Ice Ice Baby.
But you know what else still making money to this day?
What's that?
MASH. And when someone get that show the fuck out of here, please.
Where did Mash come from?
Oh, Mash? I
Serious.
love Mash.
Yo.
Maybe you're too young for Mash.
Yeah.
Get that show the fuck out.
Listen,
Because
Mash had.
I
his,
love Mash,
Yeah,
man.
Mash had his moment.
not that I
Alright.
loved it, but it was like kind of cool to watch because I'm like, okay.
All
alright.
right, this is a generational gap type thing.
No,
so
I was young when Mash was out.
We're just gonna let this one slide.
I was young when Mash
I have to
came
agree to
out.
disagree on that.
Listen, Mash isn't a bad show at all. It has its moments. The older I got, the more I kind of understood it. You had like the alcoholics, you had the pussy hound, you had the guy pretending to be gay because he wanted to get out of the fucking army. You had like,
Fuck outta here.
yeah, dude. There's the
Maybe
guy
I'm
is
just too
literally.
young to understand.
The guy's,
shit, but
the
every
guy's
time
like
I'm just
cross-dressing because he
Yeah.
wants to get the boot from the Korean army. Like it's taking place in the Korean army, right? You got like the woman, like the one lady nurse, and she's kind of like hooking up with a few of the different guys, and you got like the little
promiscuous woman.
kind of, you got the little psychic dude, and it was what it was, man. Fuck, that show's a legend, Mash.
Promiscuous girl.
Who is that? Nelly Furtado?
No, that's fucking.
That's Nelly Furtado.
It's Michael Jackson, except it's Liberian. So.
What? Okay.
Yo, you don't know Liberian Girl by Michael Jackson. We're gonna have to get you.
Yeah, no, but didn't Nelly Furtado have a song like same thing like promiscuous girl? Da, da, da,
Yeah,
da.
I guess the phrasing. Yo, I should use that in a rhyme.
There you go.
No, because it's both girl. Girl doesn't rhyme with girl. Too bad.
Could rhyme with world, curl.
Yeah, but then you lose the 2 song references in a row, and it makes no sense.
Ah, fuck. There you go.
Yeah,
Sorry, bro. I
that's it.
fucked up your whole plan.
No, no.
I
There was no plan.
apologize.
There was no plan because it's girl. Like, yeah. Oh man, I could just take you so many places right now.
You could. You always do seem to kind of do that, which is kind of like it's indicative of who you are as a person when you start drinking, Mr. Maloney.
Oh, is it?
I don't know. I'm just saying that. I'm just throwing out big words like
Or
indicative
do
at
I
the
just put
moment.
on an act? Maybe at home, like I actually wear like a bow tie and a very tight like plaid shirt with like a 20-year-old pair of Levi's and a leather belt that looks like it's about to break, and I'm just like on my dad shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like maybe I like to
You're
read.
gonna be an interesting dad.
Maybe I like to read like Reader's Digest.
I haven't heard of Reader's Digest in like 15 years. Do they still make Reader's Digest?
I can't tell you.
Well, shout out Reader's Digest. I used to get the little like mini 150-page booklets every month dropped off to my
Yeah.
house when I was a kid, and like the
And I
books
never
and
read
stuff.
that shit once.
Oh, seriously, I used to read that shit all the time, man.
Yeah, generational gap.
Exactly. Absolutely a generational gap. I used to fucking love reading that shit. Shout out to
Everything's
Reader's
generational
Digest.
gap from now on when we agree to disagree.
Word. Hey,
Yo,
I
like fucking you don't like quinoa? Yo, generational gap.
quinoa. Wow. I just started eating quinoa like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that shit's good.
It's not bad. It's alright. You can sprinkle that shit on your oatmeal or whatever.
I made stuffed peppers the other night. And
Yeah.
I used quinoa instead because usually I just like chop up like a bunch of like chicken, like ground chicken, and fucking like I'll put fire in there. Like I'll blow fire at your ass. Like,
that sounds interesting.
but I mean because of the hot pepper I put in it. But still, on
Yeah.
the other tip, it's so good it'll blow fire at your ass. It's wild, too.
Word.
Hot peppers, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Either way, I tried it different the other night. I used a little bit of quinoa instead of chicken, just tiny bit of ground beef. Yo, them shit was good as hell.
This guy's giving out the menu right here, the recipe. Life lessons, Maloney's fucking Tuesday night dinner.
I don't know why the fuck I started talking about stuffed peppers, something like quinoa. Wow,
Where's like
felt like the sidetrack show.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
it's-
saying? We just railroaded.
yeah, this is really just like a rambling episode, just kind of just talking about albums and apparently Maloney's fucking favorite quinoa recipes. Shout out to all the quinoa eaters out there.
Hey.
You know, I'm still kind of learning what the fuck quinoa is. I'm not exactly 100% sure, but I'm learning. You know, it's a learning process experience here. You know what I'm saying?
One day you'll be a little grasshopper.
Exactly. I'll get there. I'll learn what the fuck this quinoa shit is.
It's all about the quinoa.
Yeah.
Quinoa is everything around me. How would you say cream with a Q at the beginning?
Queen?
Could you still just say cream?
I guess you probably could, but you gotta have a U after that Q, I think.
Yo, so you went to the free Wu-Tang show. Let's
Oh,
talk about
yes.
yeah. Almost forgot
What a
about
fucking
that.
segue.
Let's
All right.
talk about it.
Yeah.
It was dope.
What the fuck?
It was
Why
awesome.
didn't I get tickets?
Shout out fucking Wu-Tang
Yeah.
Clan. I don't know. Dude, I don't know. I got
I'm
the
not.
call from PvP, so shout out PvP. You know, he's
Yeah, big up PvP.
you know, it wasn't even through that. It was through this company called Hexo.
Yeah.
Never
You
jaded.
just won the tickets like everyone else.
Yeah, everyone exactly. Just won the email or whatever. And I guess he got 4 instead of getting 2. 'cause I
Get
guess
the
he was
fuck
friendly like
outta
that.
here.
So he's like, hey, I got tickets for you and blah,
That's
blah, blah.
big, man. That's big.
Yeah.
So we went to go fucking see the Wu-Tang show. It was dope. Got lit beforehand. With Specs.
See, I'm gonna
and,
pretend like it wouldn't be that dope just because I'm jealous it didn't. come.
Well, shout out Peter
Yeah, do I
Jackson.
want to see Wu-Tang at
Rebel. It was at
Now.
Rebel. Yes.
fuck?
Yes,
Get the
you
fuck
do.
outta here with the
Um,
Wu-Tang. I'm
no,
just
honestly-
playing. I love Wu-Tang.
No, check it out. I've
I'm
caught the
just playing.
Wu-Tang
We're
before.
supposed to interview actually you guys, so.
Oh,
Yeah,
so-
get that-
What?
get that money.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the phrase? Say your phrase.
At least he has a book.
Yo, man.
At least he has a ball.
Yo, shout out to you, God.
Shout out, you got where's one?
We trying to keep this in the
I like you guys.
Get that
Wow.
Wu-Tang money.
Well, yeah. He's not the best member of this.
Is he the weakest link in Wu-Tang though?
I'm sorry, do you want me to just pick up my phone and call the residents?
Alright, let's
No.
okay.
I'm pretty sure I got him, Meth, and Raekwon, and Ghostface's numbers.
Who is we can argue all day over who's the strongest link in Wu-Tang, but who would you guys argue is the weakest?
Everyone's gonna say you guys. Like you might say Master Killer because he doesn't have
I
enough.
can't tell you the weakest link that I think because if I ever catch to see him in person, I feel like he would still snuff me.
There you go.
Exactly.
That's what's up.
I won't be
so
around.
we ain't even gonna talk shit on who the weakest link in Wu-Tang is. But yeah, no, I
You
saw
know,
Wu
but
before.
I'll give you a hint. He loves women as much as he loves the size of his dick.
There you go. So fucking weird. But anyways, let me
And he has
go.
a song that could be related to a farmer's task.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm a
Oh, I just want to drop it so bad.
I'm
You
a-
know where I'm going with this though?
I don't.
100%.
Not 100, I'm kind of lost.
Milk this cow.
Oh,
the
that's
best
right.
way
I
we know
know
how.
how.
Yeah.
Park Hill Projects, chicken plow.
I thought you were
And
gonna do black
fucking, I
shampoo.
love you like I love my dick.
Black shampoo.
Nah, I feel you.
No, man, Cappuccino's the illest MC of all time, hands down.
Well,
Yeah,
Cap was there.
Man.
Cap was
97
there.
mentality, man.
Cap
97
was there.
mentality is a big record, man.
I think
Yeah.
he was the weakest.
Nah, man.
Cap was there. Cap
You
killed
know
it.
this track, 97 mentality.
Who, Cap?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you must know that record.
Is it off the Pillage?
Nah, it's almost like an independent joint. Like,
I don't
it's
know
like
if I know that
one
shit.
of the first records he came out with.
I don't know if I know that.
Shit, listen to 97
He's got some
mentality.
decent videos,
Listen to 97
especially at
mentality.
that time.
That record is fucking crazy.
But
Well,
he
you
was
know
there.
what? See, I actually I like Capadonna too.
Yeah.
That's why I hate calling him the weakest link.
Yeah.
But the reason why I call him the weakest link in Wu-Tang
Yeah.
is because on some of the songs where he gets put on, like the legendary ones,
Yeah.
he does some like really like
He killed Winter Wars though.
he does
Yeah.
Winter Wars.
Yeah.
But there's some shit in there too though that's like laughable. Like,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean? Like, it's like, see, and now, like, I can't get this deep hip hop head because
Yeah.
I'm going to start making comparisons. And they're definitely not people I want to make comparisons with on record.
But yeah,
Unfortunately.
regardless though, the show was dope.
Yo.
What?
The fuck you whispering? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
We had to
homie?
do this once before. We were talking about something off record.
Oh.
So
yeah,
randomly
yeah, yeah,
whispering
yeah.
and shit.
I didn't catch it. That's why. The
But-
why I was looking at something. Then when
If
you
I
said
remember,
that.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
after
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm talking about comparing
Alright.
too. But yeah, I don't know. Like, when people have laughable bars, it makes them, like, it's hard to be like, yo, he's, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Because the way he says shit, it's kind of like.
Because even on his like really sick verses, there's
Yeah.
like a couple bars there you're like,
Yeah.
gotta laugh. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to
Yeah,
Capadonna, because
yeah.
I actually fuck with Capadonna
Yeah.
hard. But I just think on like songs like, because Winter Wars, you're right, he's smashing.
Yeah.
He might have the best verse.
Yeah.
But like, what's the fucking one? Triumph.
Yeah. His verse on Trent wasn't like memorable, but.
No, like, because it's all over the place.
Yeah.
Certified chatterbox. Daughter talking, take your story walking. Kid, brother, kid, what? Run for your cover, kid, one for your team. So I can squeeze with the advantage and get wasted.
I think it was more the way it sounded more than what
Yeah,
it was
well, that's the
saying,
thing. Yeah, man.
It was just their
Come on.
syncopation
Yeah.
that
And I
made it
think-
dope at
okay,
the time.
man,
A
but
you
lot
know?
of people rap in code too, or they say things.
Yeah.
They know what it means, but nobody.
Run
has a
laps
fucking
around
It's
in
not
the
even
channel.
like that
Yeah.
so much, because the slang, it's like, all right, cool. It's just the
Yeah.
fucking flow of it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's just like all over the place. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Maybe he had to rush that. Who
As a
knows?
fan, I've learned to love it. You know, that was one of those verses back in the day. I'm just like, the song starts off with I bomb atomically,
Yeah.
Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses, can't define it while be dry. Like,
Yeah.
then you got fucking Meth coming with the street code, nigga
Yeah.
desire. Like, and, like you got,
What?
and then fucking Capadonna comes in. It's just like, like you should just put that at the end of the song at least. Like,
So put it like this: it kind of segues into the whole Logic joint.
cause that's a Logic joint's dope, man.
Yeah.
Cap spits on it.
Yeah.
See, I like Cap.
Yeah,
I call him the weakest link.
because he's on and off.
Shut up,
Yeah,
Capadonna.
yeah.
Nah.
But
Cap
then-
killed it though. Listen, you want to know
I
who
don't
the
know if
weakest
he's the
link?
weakest
Do you
link.
want to know who the weakest link was on Sunday night?
Who?
Who do you think would be the weakest link performing?
Performing.
Jizza.
Yeah,
Jizza
unfortunately, Jizza was
Yeah.
a little bit.
He must have been
little
saucy,
twist.
yo.
Jizza was definitely saucy. Fucking, he was definitely on one.
He was
Saturday night.
saucy?
Oh yeah, man, he
And
was
it's a weed
definitely on
company
one.
too, right?
Do you
Mhm.
mean saucy like when you tell your girlfriend she's being saucy because
Nah.
she's like?
Nah, I mean, like,
How
he
you
was-
being saucy right now?
I mean, like
Off the
he
juice.
was off the juice.
Yeah.
Kinda
And it's
saucy.
You're
Smith,
kind of
yeah.
saucy.
Yeah, that's not as funny.
Yeah, he was.
It would have been funny when you were
gone.
saying like he was being spicy.
Word. But nah, Jizza was, he was definitely having a
Just
good
was being a
time.
little spicy.
But the show was dope. Check this out though. Yeah, again, fuck home. But no, like they did the whole 36 chambers. So that was dope. And then they did
the whole album.
they did the whole album.
Oh, get the fuck.
And then
out
they
of here, that's sick.
did like Triumph, Gravel Pit.
Oh, Gravel Pit. I love
Yeah,
that song, man.
fuck, they did.
Yeah,
Where's
did
Wu-Tang
Matt- So
song?
did Matthew release your Delph?
Nah,
Ah,
he
get the
did
fuck outta here, man. I'm glad it.
nah, he did because he did Method Man, so
Just
that was a
kidding,
solo
I'm
track,
kidding.
and then he did Rockwaller. So they closed with
Oh,
Rockwaller.
word. Was
Yeah.
Brad there?
Nah, he wasn't there, but they closed at Rockwaller, which was dope because
I'm very
he's still
confused.
rock. I mean, Red's fan, so it was
Nah,
dope.
man. Oh, man, that's kind of weird without Red.
Yeah.
And he's part of everything.
Well, isn't he supposed to be a member of Wu-Tang?
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much,
yeah.
He was all over the
exactly.
last album
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, so he was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying?
So like,
So it was dope.
yeah, it's kind of hard to gauge what Wu-Tang even means.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Because,
Like
what
Wu-Tang
do you-
means
what
what
do
they
you-
mean.
you mean the words that they say, or what the actual acronym?
Like
No,
who
I
the
mean-
members are? Oh, and ODB's sons
Like
were
as a
there.
group, you
They
know what I
had-
mean?
they had-
It's just like all the subgroups and
Ah,
stuff.
yeah,
and all that stuff.
whatever.
It's like, who
It's
is
just a-
Wu-Tang? Who is
They had
this?
two of ODB's kids
Yeah.
there to perform his
Okay.
rhymes, which was really fucking cool because one of his sons looks spot on like
Yeah.
him. So that was really, really, really dope to see two of ODB's kids there. What else?
Most of the rapper kids look like them and sound like them too.
Yeah, so that was really
Jaden
cool.
Smith looks like a little bit.
Yeah,
like-
He
but it
does.
looks like a mix between both of them.
But the voice is like it's his neck.
Yeah.
Yo, we should talk about how dope Jaden Smith is. So.
Yeah, he is dope. He is mad dope. Alright, he's kind of weird, but he's dope as shit.
Like,
He
when
has
that
some
Icon
stuff
shit was
that's
coming out,
okay.
and after he wore dress and stuff, I was a little like iffy. And then everyone's talking about this Icon joint. I'm like, come on, like Jaden, like people are praising this dude, and I looked at the video, and I'm like, yo.
He has some stuff that's alright.
Yeah,
I mean,
at first
I
wasn't
can't shit on
huge
Jaden.
Icon. Like it took
Yeah.
me a few listens to really be like, yo.
I'm just an icon living.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's that is hard.
Yeah.
And that did you notice the one on the Logic joint was iconic?
Yeah.
And they like flipped a
Oh.
similar sample.
Yo, they fucked that shit up because you go to
Was that the same sample?
It's the same
Shout
thing.
out Logic for putting
They
out such a
flipped it
dope
and then
fucking album.
And
I
you
never
listen to the
thought
whole
I
song?
would say that
To what?
shit
You
ever.
listen to the whole
But
song?
shout out Logic.
Yeah.
Because then they flipped it again and they made like more of a boom bap beat.
Yeah.
I was like, that. I'm like, listen.
But is it the same sample that they used for Jaden
It's-
Smith, or
it's
just a similar sounding one?
Very similar. They
Yeah.
might have used it and flipped it, but
That's what I was curious of.
And I
Because
was
it
like-
was so like it just had that same
yeah,
vibe.
yeah.
Alright, but
Shit,
Stone,
And he
shit
shouts
hard.
him. He shouts him out on it too.
Yeah.
Mike,
Yeah.
let me ask you a question though.
Mm.
Did you ever think you would be shouting out Logic for putting out a dope fucking
Oh
album
yeah,
coming
yeah,
out like this?
yeah.
Yeah?
Now I never heard his other albums, but I heard a lot
The
of
Frank
his
Sinatra
old
stuff and
But I've
whatnot?
heard his old other shit, and he
Yeah.
always impressed me.
Yeah.
He always like even this like the song "The Return" before the
Yeah.
album came out, and everybody has to die.
Yeah.
I heard those joints. I was like, yo, this shit is sick.
See, I've never even listened to Logic's full
Yeah.
like albums and shit.
Yeah.
I've heard the 1-2 song here
Yeah.
and there. But the shit that impressed me that I just knew he's an MC from the jump,
Yeah.
because the
Yeah.
first shit I heard by him was when he did the joint finally with Prime.
Yeah,
Okay.
The bonus track. of
yeah,
the
yeah.
first
I
album.
love that joint.
That motherfucker spit, and then the extended version, I think
Yeah.
was on the Southpaw soundtrack or something.
Yeah.
Yo, like Logic is comparable to Royce on that joint.
Yeah.
Like it's like actually like neck and neck.
He's
And
mad
Royce
dope, man.
goes in on that shit. And
Yeah,
I'm just like,
He pleasantly surprises me on Wax. When I see him in kind of like interviews and stuff, I'm kind of like, this kid's a little
Yeah, he's
corny.
corny. He's corny.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
he
But
can
on
spit.
Wax, yeah, the kid can fucking go. Like he,
Yeah. And you
Logic
know what?
goes,
Like,
man. And he, like I
I
said, he
think
put out a
maybe
good
that's-
album, man.
like I don't even this album's the most I've ever really listened to him this whole career.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I peep like the singles, 1 or 2 songs, whatever,
Yeah.
you know, but like whatever I'm told basically, you know, it's
Yeah.
like in the radar that like you have to check this
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I never really got into him. I just
Yeah.
those verses on that
Yeah.
Prime shit, I'm like, I know this dude can spit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like with a lot of rappers, I hear them on some shit like that, and they'll spit, and then I go listen to their album, and it's nothing like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even like you know like that's happened tons of times.
Yeah.
People, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm just like, I just never, I don't know, just
Yeah.
never really went that much further. Just listened what I had to, and some of the stuff didn't compare. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what I figured.
Yeah, it is
Most
what it is.
artists impress you with, like, because that's what, like,
Yeah.
that's when, like, I hear that.
Yeah,
It tells me you have the potential to be a big L.
yeah,
Or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you can make an album like that and just make it currently and
Yeah.
dope, good beats and shit, like that's classic right
yeah,
there.
that's
You
it.
know what I mean? Like that type of, you know what I mean? Like some shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
know, none of the artists who ever like really spit that dope ever
Yeah.
do that shit. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like,
right.
their albums are like trying to appeal to too many people. Like it's
Yeah.
never like just that one solid project.
Yeah.
That really wouldn't be that hard to fucking make.
Not even close to it. Like even like I said, I put that album over Lil Wayne's right now. People might disagree. I don't give a fuck.
There's nothing
Wayne's
wrong
album
with
too.
that because, like I said,
I like
Wayne's
Wayne's
album
album
surprised
too.
me, and this Logic album
Yeah.
absolutely surprised me too. And I'm gonna go back and re-listen to this Logic album when I get out of here tonight, just to like fully take it in again. You know what I mean? Just to be able to, you know what I'm saying, just to be able to like actually compare it again right now. But yeah, the album definitely surprised me. As did the Wayne album, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like the Wayne album, like I was saying earlier, I would give that Wayne album a 3.5 to a solid 4 out of 5, or you know, a 75 to an 80 out of, you know what I'm saying, 100.
Yeah.
And right now the Logic's kind of looking the same, you know what I mean? But they're different type of artists, you know? And just hearing again like the way that Logic went in on this album, it's like, yeah, you wanted to make that kind of like career album with this one. I kind of feel like a little bit more. So you want to make a statement with this album, I feel like.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm gonna go back and take it in, you know, re-listen to it again and absorb it, and you know what I'm saying. What's crazy though, what I was saying a little bit earlier,
Rest
is the
in peace,
fact
George
that
Michaels.
what the
R.I.P. to that?
okay, no, he died a long time ago. What
No,
the
I mean the date of his death.
Nah.
so random. But no, what I was saying is, you know, we had a lot of dope albums that just dropped this Friday. And 20 years ago, if we look at September 29th, 1998, we had Jay-Z,
Oh, you
Volume
went
2,
back
Hard
like
Knock
this.
Life.
You went back
We had
like
Aquemini. We
Yeah.
had the Love Movement. We had Black
Love
Star
Movement.
album. And we had the Brand Nubian album all drop on the same day. You know what I mean?
I
So,
love Lord Jamar, but get that brand Nubian album the fuck out of here.
what the fuck? That was a dope album, man. Don't let it go to your head now. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
Like,
fuck with The Return.
okay. I'll fuck with you. But yeah, as I was saying, like, you know, like we had a lot of dope albums again, you know, just looking back 20 years ago, and I'm looking at what just dropped on Friday, and it's like, yo, there was a lot of quality. You know, I haven't even mentioned, like I said earlier, the Vinnie Paz album. I haven't even
Yeah,
checked for
I
that
think
yet.
that-
So there's a lot of quality that just dropped.
See, it's hard for me to
Friday.
really talk hip hop opinions because when we start talking about shit, I don't want to offend.
Who? Offend who? Fuck everybody. Say what the fuck you want, man.
But that's the beautiful thing about hip hop. Same thing about sports,
Yo,
man.
I
Like your
had-
favorite, you could have a favorite, and statistically, they don't have to be the best.
But
You can
it's your
argue
favorite, yeah.
that they're the greatest because
Yeah.
of X, Y, Z. Stats are stats. You
So
know what
like
I'm
a
saying?
lot of
Like,
rappers for like, you know, but like if we're
but that's the beauty of it, man. What fits you
but
as
if
a
we were
fucking
to be like,
person.
yo, is that a good rapper? I'd be like, nah, he's ass.
This
But like I
is-
like 20 of his songs. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
this
so
is
it's like,
this is like
Oh shit, the
literally-
Leafs are playing tonight too, eh?
Literally, like, I had a discussion with somebody months ago. I didn't even remember about Outkast and the impact. And I posted another fucking status, had nothing to do with fucking Outkast.
Right.
And this motherfucker argued with me for like 30 minutes plus
shout out
about,
to that motherfucker.
about what I said about Outkast. He's from North Carolina.
Shout out
And-
North Carolina.
And,
What
he-
up?
and he's like,
I'm gonna raise
yo,
up.
you said they were this and you said they were that. And I said, yo, look, man, before Outkast came out, guys like Jermaine Dupri, and those guys who ran Face Records that Outkast signed to, and a bunch of other people paved the way for Outkast to fucking be who they are. And if you don't know that, that's fine. You're looking from a rap perspective, cool. But on a business perspective, if
Yeah.
they didn't do that, Outkast may have come out, but they had to be on something to be out. You know what I mean? They got
Yeah.
signed to I wouldn't say the Face was a big major label, but they had TLC, they had
Face
Usher,
did its
La
thing.
Face
Yeah.
was fucking.
and they signed to a label that was reputable for R&B, which they be able to filter the budget to help them go somewhere. But I get where he's coming from. But this
Yeah.
dude, this is why I don't care about offending people. Because if you remember the conversation from 2 months ago that I don't give a fuck about, and
Yeah.
you're still mad about it, then they're fine. Bring it up.
Yeah.
I said, yo, shit, you work hard for that W. Even though you still got a W. You didn't get the W. You didn't get the W. Because I told you, Jermaine Dupri did a lot.
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
Jermaine Dupri's the godfather of Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's it.
Fuck.
You should have just
Jermaine,
like,
hold on.
after like 10
Sorry,
comments,
sorry,
you
hold on,
should've
hold
just been like, Motherfucker, take your shirt off and spin it around like Alex.
Let me retract what I just said real quick.
Kill me, man.
Let me retract what I just said real quick.
Yeah.
The Godfathers of Atlanta are Jermaine Dupri,
Yeah.
Dallas Austin,
Yeah.
and Rico fucking Wade.
Yeah.
Yo, Organized Noise.
Organized Noise.
Organized Noise. Like, people don't even know the biggest hit they ever produced was Waterfalls.
Yeah.
You know
and
what
they
I'm
all
saying?
work together.
And they had to
All work
actually get
together.
permission from Dallas to say, yo, can we put TLC on this because those are your acts? But yeah, fuck yeah, man. Those
Yeah,
are the
man.
Godfathers of Atlanta,
They all
man.
work together, so
For
there's,
sure.
there's not one. It's not like Jermaine Dupri and Outkast didn't fuck with each other.
Nah,
they
they
work.
family.
So,
Yeah.
they all work
Once they
together,
got to a
man.
certain level, but Jermaine was doing it before almost all of them,
Of
other than
course.
Dallas. Dallas was kind of there
Yeah.
around the same
But-
time.
but-
But
the-
did you know that 2 Chainz was part of the Dungeon family too?
Yeah, or
Not 2 Chainz,
Future.
Future.
Sorry, yeah.
He's one of the sons of
Future, yeah.
He's Rico Wade's nephew.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah. So he grew up around
Yeah.
that shit. Atlanta, man, like, I have a lot of respect for what they do. Everybody I've met from Atlanta, as far as artists, like, they come up here and they're like, this is dope. It's bigger than what we have.
Yeah.
Like, there's a little bit more community down where we have. Like, every
Yeah.
night of the week, there's something
Yeah.
Yeah.
popping, killing it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And we got to build up to that because Toronto's on a fucking worldwide level right now, but we don't have shit every night that's
lost
popping
that
on a
shit.
worldwide
We
level.
We usused to have that.
Oh, fuck yeah. We
That
had a
used to
club
be
scene that was
Toronto, man.
crazy.
Like-
Crazy.
Every day of the week you can do something.
We still kind of
But it's
can,
not the
but
same.
yeah, it's not what it was.
It's a lot
And you know-
easier if you do coke and MDMA.
No, you want to know something that's crazy? You want to know the guy who started all that club shit for the city?
In Toronto?
Vince Carter.
Nah.
Dude, there's a documentary where it shows you how Vince, like,
Yeah, I seen
once
that.
Vince started bringing up a lot of those dudes.
Nah, they were doing basketball parties and all that shit.
No, they definitely were,
Before
but-
Vince was even in this city. Man.
I feel you. I feel
Chris
they were.
BMW and Mona, Lady Luck Entertainment.
Yeah, yeah,
And even
yeah.
before, big up to Carlos Promo. He was doing shit with Shaq back in the fucking
Ramos,
day.
yeah, for sure.
You know
I'm talking
Carlos
about the-
Promo, right?
Yeah, but I'm not talking about the basketball
No,
parties,
but
though.
like there's a lot of shit. Like they were even Carlos. Remember he was talking when he was doing parties in the fucking CN Tower.
Mm.
Who the fuck? When's the last time someone did a party in CN Tower?
I don't know. They do
Never
parties
heard
in the
about
fucking
that.
run
Right?
all the
So-
time.
Never heard of that.
And this goes back to Chic Dynasty.
Yes,
and
the club scene
whole
was
bunch of
wild here,
shit.
Chris. Chris remembers that shit.
Even when I promote the other day, even the Baby Blue thing I just posted. There's just so much shit that happened from the '80s that before Vince Carter even fucking showed up in.
Oh, they had different club scenes for sure, for
You know
sure.
what I mean? Like Vince didn't
The
blow
house
up for a club
music and
scene.
stuff.
Yeah, he was a part owner or owner of Inside Nightclub, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Fluid Nightclub was popping way before Vince was out here.
That's true.
Come on, man. You had to line up, dress up a certain way to get into Fluid. You
Yeah.
couldn't just
I
go
wish I had
to
a
Fluid
shot,
like that.
like a gunshot on my pad.
Yeah. So, yeah, big up to Vince for
Mike's
coming
just
in and
firing
doing this
straight
shit.
shots at Carter.
But I'm just saying though, like,
Yeah.
I get it. Like people,
Slam
we'll
Harden.
look at,
He brought a certain,
we look at
a certain.
We look at
something.
like even with Drake. We look at the someone who so-called did it bigger, but you gotta remember, there's people that built that for before they even got there.
Yeah.
So,
Shout out Cardi.
eh.
Every time someone talks about Cardi B
Mm.
without saying the B, I still just think of Cardinal.
Shout out Cardinal
Yeah.
Alpha What up?
They need to
homie?
do a track.
Cardi B and Cardinal Alpha
Why not?
Yo, that'll be. Yo, can they?
I want Cardi
Can
to
they
come
please?
Call it Cardi,
Can no
no.
shots of Cardi? Yo, just call it shots of Cardi or shots of Bacardi.
Yo,
That'd be
I
dope.
want
Yeah,
Cardi.
shots of Cardi.
That would be a dope fucking track.
I
Someone
want
put that
Cardi
out
to
there.
come back and just show people how to rock.
Listen, can you put
Cardi,
that as
yeah.
as a fucking Facebook status
Yeah,
right
you know
now?
what
Like,
joint I
that?
fucking love?
put that out,
What's that?
please. Cardi and
No reason.
Was that?
The Cardi joint?
Which one?
For no reason.
Which record is that?
No reason. You know that shit, right?
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Not off the top of my head. What album? What? Not off the top of my head, bro.
shout out Cardinal Alpha. Shout.
I kind of remember
You
it.
don't
It was
fucking
off the
lyric.
last album. It was like the joint, you know what I mean?
Nah, I don't
It was
remember.
kind
it
of
off
like
the top of my
supposed to
head.
like people like interpreted it as like a Drake diss or Drake like.
Oh.
Okay.
No reason.
Listen, I
Last
thought
album. That's a while ago,
Tossing
man.
money all over the ground for no reason.
I knew a lot
Oh,
of random
the
hip hop.
one where he's like cussing in the whole record.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that I didn't even know that was a fucking supposed to be a Drake diss.
People say that.
I didn't like that record because all he was doing was swearing. Like in every like nigga.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
That's
dude,
not Cardi.
what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
It was a dope joint though.
It was dope, but that kind of like.
Yeah, it's
dude.
not the Cardi like.
I'm
that.
like, dude, what are you doing?
But you know what?
I get it. He's trying to.
But what do you want him to do? Make old time killing and fucking
No.
hustling 20 times?
No.
over?
He can do something, but that didn't do shit for him. That record didn't do nothing for him.
It
So it's
didn't
like,
do nothing, but it was
yeah.
a dope joint.
I think it was okay. The production was dope.
I think that was a dope.
I just like when you start rhyming this, like that's
My
why
favorite Cardi
yeah.
joint is Hustlin', by the way. too,
Yeah.
So I'm not just saying this
Yeah.
is like.
But what I'm
Well,
saying
it's
is,
probably
so
on with
dope.
the show.
this is why I
Yeah.
don't. This
Yeah,
is
I
why
like
I
on
don't
with the show.
Fuck, what's the B-side to Hustlin'? That fucking doom 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 doom. It's got them really sharp drums. Fucking.
How is your memory this good, bro?
Oh, that joint. That
What the
joint.
fuck is that shit?
I
What's
forgot
that?
off the top of my head, man.
I love that joint.
I just went through my records the other day.
I love that
I
joint.
seen that.
It's on
joint.
Firestarter, but
Yeah.
I think it was the B-side to Hustlin'.
Yeah. I'd have to
love
look through
that
my
joint.
records to see that
Man,
shit.
you crazy, bro. Your memory, like your brain is like a microfiche just for like I thought I knew random hip hop knowledge. I've actually met my match. You know a lot more just like really random ass shit when it comes to
I just love
this
hip
genre.
hop.
Yeah.
The only
I
difference
do
is
too,
that's why I
but
really like the
damn.
history because like that shit actually interests me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because like a lot of people were dope, and then finding out like like the nuances, who they
Yeah.
knew, who put them on, because everything was like a cosign back. in the
Yeah.
day.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like everyone was connected in some way, even in ways people don't realize. Like, did you guys know Sam Snead went
Yeah.
on to produce like the big joints for Dre?
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
kind of got on through K Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even know that.
And he went on to
Yeah,
do
'cause he
porno
produced,
shit.
I can't hold it back, and then
Yeah.
like right after that, Dre nabbed him up because
Okay.
he was like, I don't know if Sam Snead's from the West, I don't know where he's from, but he
Yeah.
had a
I love
kind of
that
LA
record.
flavor with
Yeah.
like the samples.
Think you
and,
better recognize.
and
That
the
was
next
my
thing you
record,
know, those
man.
joints like keep your head ringing, and
Yeah.
Natural Born Killers are next level
Yeah.
fire production.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what I
he
mean?
produced
Like,
those joints?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he produced. So I
Yeah.
don't even think Dre has any
Yeah.
credit on either of those beats.
And then he went on to do, I think, porno after that, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really?
I think
See, I don't
Sam
know.
Snead went on to do some shit like
See,
that.
I don't
could be
even know
wrong,
all that, but like that's one thing I think's crazy about like these
Mm.
legendary producers. Like in Toronto, to me, the best producer is Scam.
Word.
Oh, yes, yes.
I can't like I don't
From
know.
Toronto?
Yeah,
Oh.
best producer hands down.
Ooh.
You know what's fucked up?
Boiling Point, the Maestro
Yeah.
joints, fucking the Bishop
Mm.
joints, the
Yeah.
fucking like he represented different levels of different generations
Yeah.
of Canadian hip hop, and it was all
Mm.
fire. The
Yeah.
biggest hits, the fucking
Fuck,
That was
Scam.
dope, man.
Scam is
I
hands
like
down.
DRK too. DRK was one of
Yeah.
my favorites.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein,
Yeah.
Fucking.
Tom Mason.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you can get into
Yeah,
your rich
shit.
kids, and you
Yeah,
can
of
get into your
course.
boy
Of
wonders,
course.
and
Yeah,
you can get into
yeah.
all that stuff. you
Well, there's
know
a
what I
whole
mean?
other new
Grassroots.
generation, right?
Yeah.
Grassroots.
But to
DJ
to
Serious.
me,
Yeah.
Scam is the
Yeah.
he's the DJ premier to me of like Toronto hip hop.
Mhm.
Wow. Shit, man. You
Because
know,
of just that influence, like a lot of the greatest groups, the greatest acts to come out of here,
yeah.
they all worked with him. It's
Yeah.
like Primo, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Damn.
you come from New York and you were great, you worked with Primo.
Yeah.
Like, name me a great New York rapper that didn't work with Primo.
Yeah,
Grupo.
I feel you. I feel you.
Who?
Grupo. That album was dope, but they weren't great. That album was dope,
But I'm trying to get
The
that.
production on that
I'm trying
album
to
was
get that
fire.
Lil Dap and Malachi interview, so you know, do your
Yeah.
things. But
Fuck. Shout out to Group Home,
yeah,
man.
Group Home wasn't my favorite.
You had, yeah,
album.
you had to
Yeah.
get, but it was a dope album.
Yeah.
But you know, neither of them were really rappers. Like Preem kind of
Yeah.
pushed them to rap. So,
Yeah.
You know.
He was trying to get that money.
And now they got a
Son
career
image,
off,
right?
right? So, like, you know,
yeah,
Well, yeah.
man.
Primo was the signature. If you don't got a Primo joint on your album, you ain't shit.
You know what though? And it's
Shout out
crazy
fucking
because I
DJ
wasn't really
Premier.
huge on the Group Home record, to be
Yeah.
honest. I liked it. Fun fact: did you know when Christina Aguilera hired DJ Premier to be a
Yeah.
producer for her, for
Really
Back
random.
to Basics?
Yeah.
That the reason she picked him, she told him on the phone, was because she liked his production on the Group Home
See?
album.
Oh, wow. That's
That album, the
hilarious.
production of
He's
the
like, I
album
could not
is
believe that. I was
insane.
like, get the fuck out of here.
She
Like,
listened
you
to the
know,
Group Home album?
Yeah.
She's from Jersey.
That was why she picked
More
Primo.
reasons to want to bang her when
She's from Jersey,
Right.
isn't she? So
DJ Premier still likes all of her pictures too.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, no disrespect, DJ Premier. That is the interview I'm dying for. Like once I get that, I can just like go fucking put me on the cross. You know what I mean? I'm the fuck out.
I'm
this
trying to
bitch.
get a
No,
fucking
that's
beat
a-
from
Primo
DJ
That's a
Premier.
dope
I
fact
love
right there.
Primo
man.
is God to me.
But see what I'm
Listen.
saying, man? That Group Home album was fucking dope. Not the rapping, but the way it was put together.
Yeah, I
Production-wise,
agree with that.
fucking
I agree.
crazy.
J. Rue was.
Dope. Yeah.
What's better, Sunrise in the East or Hard to Earn?
You're an asshole.
Sunrise in the East.
So, what's better, Sunrise in the East or Illmatic?
Illmatic.
hands down.
Illmatic.
Shout out to J. Rue the Damager, friend of the show, the other show, Break
Maybe.
Records Radio.
But Hard to Earn is better than fucking Illmatic.
Yeah.
You might
I
not
feel
think
you.
so.
No. Wait, so you caught me off guard with that.
Like, stone the fuck out of here.
No, man.
I'll give Nas credit because we only had one feature. Even though he said, what that line he said? Something I don't know the line where he says he had no features, a classic with no features, but you had one feature. Shut the
I
fuck
know,
up.
easy.
Stop lying.
No, but he says my first album had no famous guest appearances.
Okay,
AZ
okay,
wasn't
no
famous at
famous.
the time.
Okay, no famous guests.
The outcome, I'm crowned the best lyricist. Who else?
Fuck outta here. Was he really crowned the best?
The world is still mine.
But was he really crowned the best lyricist? after the album came out?
Yeah, he was.
Was he
Yeah,
though? Was he though? Was he
Come on.
crowned?
Yes.
Was because Biggie was considered the king of New York before he died.
Yeah, but there's a difference between the king of
and
New York.
and Nas wasn't.
There's a difference between the king of New York and the best lyricist, though.
I guess so.
B-I-G-G-R-E.
B.I.G. But you know what? Hold on. Would Biggie,
That verse is fire.
Would
It's
Biggie
so
still
jargon, but
be-
it's so fire.
would Biggie still be the king of New
Also
York
known as the Bon Appetit.
after Jay-Z blew, or would Jay-Z ever send it
I
to that
think they would
spot?
either have shared the crowd, or someone would have fucked somebody's bitch, or who knows? Because
I don't
with this
see Biggie
problem-
fucking Beyonce, so
He fucking all kinds of shit. He fucking Biggie.
Yeah, he matched Lil Kim. And
maybe
Faith
Beyonce
Evans.
was into Biggie. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
It's
But
all on the money.
do you think like okay? Because I
Who
mean
cares
like
if he fucking Beyonce or not? If
because
he
in my
fucking-
mind like Jay-Z is still the king of New York, but Nas is the best lyricist. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z's
Yeah,
the king
yeah.
of the rap game, but
But
Nas is still
But I think
like
if
the top
Jay
MC of all
really
time.
wanted to rap, he could rap, and he
Okay.
might even fuck up Nas if he wanted to.
Biggie?
No,
Jay.
If he really wanted to.
Were you saying Jay?
I don't think
You saying Jay?
I'm
took
saying-
it soft on Nas.
No, I'm saying.
Nah, man.
No, I'm saying.
Nah,
No, listen to what I'm saying.
man.
I'm saying if Jay really wanted to rap, we've never got 100% of the Jay. Really, we haven't had it.
No,
Wow.
that's facts, that's
Wow.
facts.
So imagine if he went 100% on what he was doing.
He's the
Okay.
Mr. Slow Flow.
Jay's Mr. Slow
I don't
Flow?
know, man.
Have you never heard him fast flow?
Oh, of course.
But
I
he
have.
does his
Okay.
fast
That's what I'm
slow.
saying. He's Mr. Slow Flow.
Okay.
Because he
He
can do his
raps a
fast.
certain way.
Yeah.
He's proved himself early in his career.
Yeah.
But he broke it down to, like, yo,
Yeah, he
put
dumbed
it
it
this way,
down.
as a
More-
rapper,
more
I think we
money.
talked about this. I don't know if it was on
And he
record
got
or off,
multiple
But I
flows.
said, like, I commend artists who are dope MCs,
Yeah.
who makes, like, simple, almost mumble rap shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're big joints. Because I said it's so hard. Like,
It's hard.
I don't want to compare it to Drake, because Drake's aren't just, but you know what I mean? Like, Drake does have very simplistic songs that are
Yeah.
very just like, you know, as an MC, you're almost like, like, I would never put this out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the fine line between, like, you know, but, fucking, what the hell were we just talking about?
Jay-Z.
Slow flow?
Slow flow.
Oh yeah, slow flow. Well, it's that same thing. Like,
Slow
just to be
flow
able to
is
break your flow
remarkable.
down.
Yeah.
Like, yo, like Hard Knock Life by Jay. Lyrically, that song is so trash. Hard Knock Life.
Yeah.
Lyrically, that song is trash.
Yeah, but you know what? Like a song
But you
doesn't
know what?
always have to be
No, it doesn't.
super lyrical
But
for a song
that's
to be
what I'm
dope.
saying. I love Hard Knock Life.
Yeah.
I love that joint. I know every word. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, that's trash compared to what Jay-Z is as an MC.
I feel
It's
you.
like
I fucks
looking
with
at
that.
like songs like Kiki, you know what I mean? That's trash to what you are as an MC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's what makes a great artist, is being able to put that pride at the door.
Yeah.
And just like do some shit that you're like, eh.
I fucks with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like the real big comparison I see between the two, because they both have super poetic capability.
Right.
But yet they don't feel like they always have to express
Yeah.
it, where most rappers do, and that's most rappers' biggest downfall.
You know what helped
Yeah.
Jay a lot too is like he did a lot of R&B remixes.
Yeah.
Nas did some, but he didn't do as much.
Drake
as Jay.
just took the remix out and did R&B.
Yeah, but Jay was on almost. He was on a lot of R&B remixes.
Yo, do you know what I just realized the other day?
What's
That
that?
fucking Best of Me. I've always loved that drum break.
Yeah.
It's just fucking Me and the Biz. The
Yeah,
drum break.
yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
That's it.
Or not Me and the Biz. Sorry. Make the Music
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Derailed Biz.
Yeah.
I never realized that, because it's the Honey Drippers chopped up and fucking Ty. What is it? Ty Ferris, who ran Cold Chillin' Records.
No, Ty Ferris isn't that a dude from
Or it's Ty.
That's a dude from like
I'm
like
dropping his
5,000
last-
watts.
I'm
Shit.
dropping his last name right now. Fuck. Damn it.
Or T Ferris is the guy. Sorry, that fucks with Paul Wall and those dudes.
Hold on. It's Ty something, but either way, he was the one who ran Cold Chillin' and shit.
Oh, word. Well, shout out Cold Chillin' Records, because that's old school shit. Man, this whole episode has been absolute fucking hip hop.
Yeah, what do we think about fucking Tom? I almost called him Tom Ford. Doug Ford's dumbass.
That's the segue from hip hop to
Yep.
Doug Ford.
Yo, sometimes the segue is the most important segue. It's not connecting at all.
This is how we're gonna connect, like back into Toronto
Yeah.
from just fucking hip hop to Doug Ford.
man.
Well, do we care about Kanye wearing a MAGA hat and a Kaepernick
Not
shirt?
really.
Listen, Kanye's
Kanye's shenanigans. I'm done
Oh
with
my
Kanye's
God.
shenanigans.
Kanye's on a fucking whole other level right
Oh,
now.
how do we feel about Lil Yachty playing in How High Part 2?
I'm not mad at it.
But
I'm
no
not
Method
necessarily.
Man and Redman.
Yeah, you know what? I read that a few months back. I think they're writing it. They're helping write it. They'll probably have a cameo or something. I don't think Little Yachty's gonna be the one to fucking sell that movie, though. To be completely honest with
Yeah,
you, they
somebody
probably
get
could have
How
put
High
somebody
2
else
the fuck
in
out of
it.
here.
Who else could they have put in that movie? Like,
How I 2 with Little Yachty?
yeah.
The
You didn't
fuck?
hear about this?
Wasn't it?
Yo, should we just bring a broom in
It's-
here
it's-
for the rest of the
Sweep 'em
show?
up?
And like anytime we have to sweep somebody the fuck off. Of
So
the
it's
stage,
not with Red and Meth?
Nah.
Didn't they do part 2 already?
Nah, they're helping write it or something.
Oh,
but
what the fuck
apparently,
is this
like
shit,
they're not gonna
man?
star in it.
At
So
least
I don't
get-
see that being.
I don't fuck with it.
Well, the young generation might fuck with it. That's
I
the
don't
whole
give a fuck what
point.
the young generation
Because-
wants. I want How High.
Yeah, at least they gotta do a feature.
If
in
fucking
there.
Snoop Dogg at fucking 40 years old can go do fucking Mac and Devin go to fucking high school or some shit
Yeah.
like that, yo, Method Man and Redman can
So
pull
you
off
think
At
another
least-
4
at
years
at
of
least-
fucking
at
college.
least- at least
They
put
can
Wiz
Van
Khalifa-
Wilder it,
At least
right?
put Wiz Khalifa in. You know what I
Alright,
mean?
hold on,
Get the
hold
fuck
on.
out of here.
But I
with
mean,
Wiz
if you know what I
Khalifa,
mean,
too.
but I'm just saying, like, something,
need to,
yeah, come on, man.
Nah.
Yeah, that one's not gonna fucking fly if they didn't have Lil Yachty.
I saw that
as the
shit. I was
How
like,
High
what the
guy.
fuck
I
am I
don't
seeing
know.
right now?
That is so trash.
I was like, nah, this ain't real.
I can't fuck with trash. That's
Alright, well, shout out to the fucking Leafs because it's a 1-1 tie game right now. Apparently, according to fucking Bing. I don't know why Bing came up instead of Google.
Yo,
Fuck
fuck
is
the
Bing?
NHL.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I like the NHL. I'm not really like a hardcore hockey fan, you know, like I'm not super Canadian hockey fan, but I have faith in the Leafs this year, man.
It's like
Like
one
this
of
shit's
those
looking
things.
super fucking stacked and
It's one of those things when something's so whack and so many people love it so hard.
have you ever gone to a live hockey game?
Oh fuck yeah, I've been to tons.
Dude,
I've been to the
fucking
one
fun as
at
hell.
still Maple Leaf Gardens.
Oh shit! Are you fucking kidding me? That's
No,
dope.
the Loblaws now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up, fucking loud,
That's fucking right.
Fine, make
I
it
know all
Gardens,
about
bro.
hockey games and fucking shit.
It's not
I
bad,
used
I
to
like
watch
it.
sports when I was young. I don't like sports personally for a reason.
Yeah,
Because it's just modern day bread and circuses, except you pay for it.
that's just weird to me, but I get
You know what
I
bread
see
and
what you're
circuses is though, right?
saying. Yeah. It's like the shit they would do back in like the fucking Greek and Roman days to
And
kind of
then
like
medieval
distract the
times.
people. Yeah.
You work for
Let
the
them have
state
their
all
bread
day,
and
and then
eat
you
too.
fucking provide like a live show at the Coliseum.
Yeah,
and provide
yeah.
everyone free bread and alcohol, and
Get
people
them
would-
all smashed and
basically the ideology behind it was
Yeah.
that common people wouldn't get together and think or
Yeah,
talk.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
You
what sports
just
are.
occupy them. They work for you all day, and then you occupy them.
Yeah.
Now the only difference is now you pay for your 2 for a beer or your fucking $20 cup of beer at the fucking stadium, and you pay for your tickets to
Yeah.
go there if you're even lucky enough to go there, or you pay for the fucking NHL network on
That's
television or
bomb.
whatever shit that is. You know what I mean? Fuck that shit. That's why I don't fuck with sports. But you know what I mean? Everyone can be looked at that, and that's why like I hate when music like gets too simplified, too public, too popularly, because it's like music can easily be that tool too. It
Yeah.
can be bread and circuses, but if you got somebody who at least like put some thoughts, some good, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Then
I feel you.
it plays a different role, a different purpose. That's why even like M's Revival album, that shit was trash. Like no disrespect to Eminem, like
Yeah.
I wasn't fucking with it, but at least he tried.
But you can't dictate what the people are gonna fucking like though.
No, you
people are
can't
gonna
either,
like what they're
you know
gonna
what I mean?
like. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
So-
he was ahead of his time. Maybe he was like too not behind his. Maybe it just didn't work. Like you know,
Yeah, shit happens. Man.
you know, in time, it tells a lot of things about things too as well, right? So I don't know who really knows, but anyways, yeah, that's why I like rappers who can rap, but they don't always rap. If that's like the direction you're going, you know what I mean? But I think it's like
Yeah.
it's important to like preserve dopeness.
I get the sentiment, bro. I get what you're saying right now. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know how we got all the way into that from
I
a
don't know.
hockey comment.
And
But I think the Leafs are gonna kick some fucking
Yeah,
ass
fuck
this
the
year.
Leafs.
So shout out to the Toronto Maple
Logic's
Leafs.
album.
Do they have a better team?
Yeah, than they did last year.
Way
Fuck-
better team. Like
Fuck
they had a
yes.
shitty team for like 20 years.
No, what are you fucking kidding me? Right now, the
No,
Leafs are
they
the
had a
most.
shitty team for 20 years.
The Leafs are the most stat
20
team
years.
in the NHL
Right now?
in my opinion.
I hope so.
And I like, dude, they got young guys that are ready to go. They're hungry. They want
I
this
hope
shit.
the fuck so.
So, shout out to the Maple Leafs. I got faith in them. I want to see them dominate. That's what I'm looking at.
I just want to have that good ass.
You know, if we win the Stanley Cup, though, like
Oh,
this
the
whole
city's
city's gonna
over.
burn down.
I'm just
Like,
dripping like.
We're gonna riot. If
Yeah.
the Leafs win, it's gonna be like one of the biggest riots that you've seen in North America for
Yo, I'll be
sports team winning.
so pumped. I want to loot so badly. Yo, for real, that's like a life goal of mine. Like to go to a boiling point
Apple
somewhere
store.
where like some sort
I go
of ride
straight
goes
to the
out.
closest Apple
Fuck
store.
no. I'm playing the 70s Bronx style, you know what I'm saying? I'm going straight to the electronic stores, get some techniques, a couple blank records, a Serato box, you know what I'm saying? And I'm fucking,
So you're saying Blur Audio should fucking look out. huh?
yo, nah, man, no independent businesses. I'm going straight to like, why you airing me out right now? Yo, some dry
Ah,
snitching.
yeah, you
This is
fucking
dry
snitching on
snitching.
yourself
Yo,
right
this-
now,
you
bro.
You Vlad right now.
Get the
yo.
fuck out of
Yo,
here.
right now,
Shut
Dustin
up,
my
Vlad.
name is Vlad.
Oh, fuck.
Dustin Vlad,
Fuck
yeah.
off. Get the fuck out of here. Shout out Vlad for
Yeah,
asking
somebody
those
bring the world's
pressing
biggest
questions.
broom right now to sweep my ass the fuck out.
Shout out to Vlad for asking the pressing questions, though, because that's what's up, man.
Yeah, yo, fuck. I fucks with Vlad. But yo, something that's not rap.
Yeah, let's transition into something. What's going on in Toronto? Yo, these shootings, man. There was a dude who got shot.
Scarborough,
There was a few shootings in the last few hours. A lot of shootings. There was one in
Shootings every
Scarborough.
day, dude.
I think,
Get the fuck out of here, accidental shit.
yeah, I think someone got killed today in Scarborough today.
Yeah.
You know, that's my borough. Fuck.
Sharpen
It
and
wa-
Richmond, that's
Something
what-
like that by a high school. You know, fuck, it's fucked up. I know someone got stabbed a couple days ago, got killed or something like that.
My thing is this: a lot of
Man.
people are thinking, "What's going on right now?" This shit has been going on in front of you for the past 5+
Oh,
years.
for sure it has. Longer than that.
Yeah, yeah.
Way longer than
Look, one
that.
of
Way
my
longer than
friends
5 years.
I don't even know how many years he passed. Maybe 3 years now, 4 years.
Yeah, rest in
No,
peace
on
to
the
him, man.
27th, he got stabbed on the Danforth. He just opened up a restaurant.
Rest in
I was
peace.
supposed to check him that same night, and I was like, I'm gonna check him next week.
Yeah.
Intervention.
By Monday, I find out that dude's dead.
Oh, wow.
Last week, I'm not even gonna say what I'm gonna say. So, I was supposed to be somewhere. I'm not gonna say exactly where.
Right.
Heard somebody got killed,
Damn.
That's crazy.
and that happened like a week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, but this shit happens.
Yeah.
I've been at parties where now everything was cool. Somebody
like, what can
shot
you do,
somebody,
you know?
and the process was they were trying to rob that person. This
Right,
was
right,
a
right.
few years ago. So don't tell me this is just all of a sudden this is happening. This has been happening in our city.
Oh, for
We've
sure
been
it's been
ignoring
happening.
it. There's been multiple stabbings throughout the past few years, but we don't take stabbings as seriously as
No,
we
for
take
some
shootings.
reason. But somebody that does a stabbing is way more of a fucking psycho than an
Yeah,
accidental
I
murder.
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You got to get a
fuck
lot closer to actually stab somebody
Oh,
than you
fuck
do to
yeah.
shoot somebody, right? So it's definitely a lot more.
No, it's way more personal. And
Yeah.
yeah, like, yo, you gotta be prepared to
Yeah.
put knife through
And
flesh.
there's a lot of reasons why this is happening.
A few times.
It's not just one reason or another. It's a lot of reasons.
Yeah,
Price of living, like all
Yeah.
types
Oh,
of
there's
shit.
a lot of things that go
for
into
sure.
it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Economics is a huge
Yeah.
one, but
Yeah.
everybody wants to blame the smaller issue.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, look at the communities. Look at that. Like, there's so many different excuses.
But the
to look at.
communities are a direct effect of the economy.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but that's the thing people like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's one thing I think is kind of like part of this. You know, like there's the ban on Muslims that's going on in like America and
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I mean?
Stupidest shit in the
and
world,
then
by the
stupid
way.
shit like that. But like, where does the line draw next? Right?
Yeah.
Like, what's the next enemy? What's the next thing they're trying to pin you against?
Well, I'm
Yeah.
hearing that the Tory, he wants to kick people out who have criminal records or repeat offenders
Yeah.
out of like Toronto community
Yeah.
housing spots or whatever. But it's like, bro, where are they gonna go?
Yeah, and
You're
most
gonna
of
kick these people out.
returning
Where the
offenders
fuck are
Yeah.
they gonna go? You know?
Generally,
Like,
I'm not saying
it's like a 50-50 split, but
Yeah.
half of them might be still going back to the street shit.
right.
But if you're like a regular offender, yeah, you're probably going back to the street shit. It's
Yeah.
like a 75-25.
Yeah.
But still, a few of those people are coming out, not even
But
wanting to do anything.
this is the
Yeah.
issue though.
But I mean, you're not really like you're not
This is the
rooting an
thing.
issue
But this is the
at all.
problem. When they
That's
go,
not helpful.
when they go in, regardless, what are they learning when they come out? What are they
Nothing.
doing that whole time when they're in?
None of this is effective. The only thing that's
Yeah.
effective is changing the conditions in which people are forced to live in.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, man.
Economics is the root of things.
Yeah.
But see, and that's one thing we talked about in an earlier show that we never brought back up.
Yeah.
And it's band-aids.
Mhm.
And it's just things that corporate, capitalist, Western world does to disguise issues.
Yeah.
Because the rooting an issue is always too expensive, right?
Right,
And that's
right, right.
exactly what all this shit is. It's the same as anything that capitalist, westernized world creates that destroys basically as the rich get richer, the poor get poor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's
fuck
a
yeah.
big situation that's been going on in the city.
Oh, they
right
just
in front
talked
of
about
us,
it, yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Right in front of us.
Yeah.
Look what's going on with the whole thing with Doug Ford and the Bill 148. I don't know.
Oh, man,
I don't
that's
know
crazy.
everything about it. I've had a discussion on my page about it. I'm hearing both sides, and I understand both sides. But what it's part-time workers and temporary workers, it's basically to protect them. But I get it where certain things in that bill fuck up employers too. They need to come to a resolution on both sides.
Well, let's look at it like this. We were supposed to have a raise of minimum wage up
Yeah.
to $15 an hour.
Which is part
And
of that
what-
bill.
Right. And what had happened was, in anticipation of this raise,
All these companies
all these
have already
companies
inflated.
raised their prices, inflated their prices,
Yeah.
let people go, did whatever they could because they thought it was going to hurt their bottom line. Now they're canceling this raise. These companies aren't going to
They're not gonna lower their
lower
prices.
their bottom line.
Fuck
It's
no.
going to stay the same. Now, a lot of people complained about the raise in minimum raise. And a lot of these people complain because what I said before, I think I said it to you guys last week off
Yeah.
air. People base their failure, they base their bottom line on what somebody is getting paid for minimum wage. So if
Yeah.
you're getting paid $20 for an hour and someone sees, oh shit, this person's gonna jump from $12 an hour to $15 an hour, they feel like they are now that much closer to being a failure
Yeah.
because this person is approaching parity to them in what they're getting paid.
Yeah.
Instead of just looking at it differently, like, oh man, I got a life to live, I gotta
Everyone
live my
deserves
own
to
life.
survive.
Yeah.
Right. So
Nobody
you have
cares
that.
about that.
And now what you also have happening is companies are being put in a position now where it's like, why would they hire you full time? Unless they're like construction
Oh,
or
yeah.
something along those lines. But like, why would they hire you full time if they're just office or this, that, or
I
the other?
literally,
Because now they don't have to
4
give you
months
benefits.
ago, started working my first job
Yeah.
that was ever actually full time.
Right.
I worked other jobs that were quote unquote full time
Right.
anymore.
But-
But there was no different than being
Oh.
a part time where you just guaranteed.
Exactly.
Because that's the status.
Exactly.
They can keep you in a part-time status, giving you full-time hours without giving you the benefits, without
Exactly.
giving you
Yep.
the health insurance, without
Exactly.
giving you the stocks or whatever
Yep.
you're entitled to because you're busting your ass for them. Now, what this does is say, okay, no, you're only getting part-time. We're gonna make sure that we have priority in your life for the hours that we assign you because
Yeah.
it's not full time. You're gonna get random hours.
Yep.
You're gonna get a select amount of hours. If business dips, we can cut your
Exactly.
hours. If business increases, we can increase your hours. But because it's so randomized, you can't go get another part-time job to supplement the money that
Yeah.
you're not making here
Yeah.
because we come first. We are the priority. And what this also
You know what?
Oh, hold on, let me just
You
finish.
can't get 2 jobs though.
No, if you have to, you
Yeah.
can. But if
You
you
just have
don't
to
know what
say-
your schedule is going to be, because your schedule varies every other week to
Yeah.
every other week, then that puts you in a status of limbo. Because
Yeah.
you don't know if this week you're going to be working Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Monday, whatever,
Yeah.
because it changes to their business needs.
Yeah.
And they consider themselves having the first priority. So put your life in a status limbo where you can't just say, okay, I'm going to get the second job and I'm statically working these hours because I need them and I need to make this money.
But anyone who works at a job that scatters you like that though needs to just fucking quit.
Yeah, but sometimes
Yeah.
it's
You
hard.
can go get a
Yeah.
similar job at a very similar place.
Not necessarily. Not
That'll be more
necessarily.
reliable.
I
Well,
worked.
the
Hold
only
on.
places that really
I worked
fuck you
at
like that are
Bell.
retail stores or fucking bars.
No, no, no,
Those are
no.
the only places
no,
that'll
no,
fuck you
no,
around
not
now.
at all, bro. I worked at Bell for 12 years, and for that 12 years, I got hired on as full time. After I got hired on as full time, they never hired anybody that came after me, like my particular class or whatever. They never hired anybody full time. So for the next 10 years that I was there, all these people who came after me were only considered part time.
Ah,
Now,
yeah.
because it's business needs, the company would our schedules would literally vary depending on how the department hours were needed. So sometimes I
Yeah.
would have to work a Saturday, sometimes I wouldn't. It's like, yo, I got seniority. Why am I working on the weekend when I've been here for X amount
Yeah.
of years? What had also happened is they're paying us great. They're giving us, benefits or whatever. But because some of these people have been there, for so long, but they're only part-time, they can't get loans to go buy houses. And again, because their schedules are shifting based on
They can't-
business
yeah,
needs,
they can't even
they
determine
can't
how
get
much
that
they make.
second job to say, shit, well, this has got to supplement
See,
what I
that's
gotta
crazy.
do. So what happens is when you say, okay, we're gonna put you in this position, it now makes a company. And another reason why I even got let go is because they start opening up companies all around different parts of Canada where they
Justin
can hire
right now is
part
like, yo,
time.
fuck
Yeah.
Bell Canada.
No, not necessarily
This
fuck
is
them.
like kill shot
I understand.
right now.
I understand where they're coming from as business, but they start hiring. They start opening up different centers all around Canada. They start
Yeah.
opening companies in Morocco, Philippines,
Yeah.
Tunisia. Right? Then they start threatening us. Hey, these guys are producing better numbers. So if you don't produce the numbers that they can produce, why are we going to pay you over 20 an hour for a job
And
you're
this
doing
is
for
the,
10
this
or
is the
whatever?
problem, right?
So that's what happens. They let you go.
Doug Ford is claiming that if they
Putting
scrap-
businesses in position to do that.
if we scrap this bill, more jobs will come to Ontario. Now, prior to this bill, like he's saying, what was Bell Canada doing? Shipping jobs elsewhere.
Do you know what
how many
drawing,
jobs left?
drawing
Yeah.
more jobs
Production
is
jobs
a term
are
that
gone.
always scares me.
Of course.
Because when you're bringing more jobs, then to me that tells me that you're doing something to cut the rights of humans.
Yeah.
Because the reason we have a business production rate, like
Yeah.
factories, stuff like that.
Yeah.
If we're on a competing scale with more third world countries that don't have these rights,
People will be getting paid nothing.
then we would have more factories.
Yeah.
The reason we don't should say something to the fucking humanity
Yeah.
of the country we live in.
Yeah.
But instead, people are too fucking stupid to
Yeah.
once again, it's capitalism.
Yeah.
Band-aids on everything.
And-
you know what I mean? It's like, did you know that
Mhm.
most E. coli breakouts, 90%,
Yeah.
80% of them
Mhm.
are
E.
because they feed the cows a corn feed diet for like pretty well their whole
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah.
And it's been actually scientifically proven that if you were to feed a cattle, I think it's like a grass diet, like
Yeah.
just like a
A
dinner or
vegan
whatever.
type
Yeah.
diet, yeah.
A grass at 3 times a week, opposed to just pumping them full of corn.
Yeah.
That E. coli rates would go down like 95%.
Oh,
word.
But that's a root.
Right.
Yeah.
Business likes to put a band-aid.
Of course.
So, because corn through the Monsanto, producing
Yeah.
the GMO produced corn,
right. They
and
gotta
the
buy it,
global
they got
market, and it's so
contracts.
cheap.
Yeah.
It's much cheaper to
Yeah.
feed these massive fucking breeds of cattle
Yeah.
corn
Right,
than it
right,
is
right.
to actually grow fields of grass and do it. It's
Yeah.
cheaper to give them the fucking corn.
And that's-
So they're eating this, and that's where it all comes from. So it's too expensive of a problem
Yeah.
for the capitalists
to deal with.
to
And
deal
that's-
with.
that's
So
the
they
problem with this
band-aid
bill.
it. You know what
Shout
I mean?
out Chris Thomas who
Recalls,
says-
things like that.
and
Like
this
let a
is the-
couple
yeah.
people die, then we
Yeah.
recall.
Yeah. This
Shout
is-
out Chris Thomas who said his family's got a cattle farm, and that's fact.
Hey, yo, bring me some of that Angus
Yeah.
beef, fam.
Ah,
And
word,
that's what
that's
they
what's
talking
up.
about right
for
now.
this, for this, no, I forgot what I was gonna say.
But band-aids on society.
No,
That's
but with the
exactly
bill
what I'm saying.
148, he's basically like scrapping his bill is basically putting businesses in a position to
To-
profit off of maximizing off of your time
Yep.
and minimizing off of what they have to provide you for the time that they
Yeah.
buy from you.
See, this is how you get
Yeah.
to fucking literally
Yeah.
third world status.
And this guy
Kind
was,
of.
he said he went around.
Slowly.
He said
Slowly.
he
Like
went
they
around.
just strip our rights from us. like-
Yeah, slowly, yeah.
Here's actually a good question.
Yeah.
When do you think was the pinnacle of our freedom rights? Because now we're at a degress. But when do you think was the highest that it had been progressed to where it started to degress again?
I
Our
don't know,
rights?
when we're,
Yeah.
I don't
Shit,
know.
I'd say right now. I would say
You
right
think
now
it
we
just
have more
started to
rights.
topple downwards? Like, don't you think that there's been
I think we
because
still
each
have
little
more
thing
rights.
is a little action to get you a little further down, so you're
Kind
like
of.
literally
But-
like
but-
a
but
fucking
what I think people
military
don't-
state.
I think what
You know
people
what I mean?
don't
Like
understand-
degressing your individual laws so much
Right.
one by
Yeah.
one right now. Like cell phones and things are a huge one because it's privacy, which is so
Yeah.
important that people don't actually realize.
Yeah.
Being an artist, musician sucks because you need social media and
Yeah.
shit, and you got to utilize it, right?
No, I
But-
agree.
But aside from that, like most of these people, like get the fuck off Facebook, dude.
Listen,
like,
listen,
yo,
no, but what do
yeah.
you have that nobody
Privacy
who's
is
ever
important.
come? Privacy is a little important. You can figure out ways to get it,
No, it's
but
very
there's something
important.
that all of us have in this room that our ancestors have never had. Even our fathers and our mothers have never
Yeah.
had, and that's the fact that we have more information in our pocket
Yeah.
that has ever existed in the history of
But-
mankind that has ever
And
been
they're trying to
accessible.
control
And
that too.
That's
so
what I was
They
just
are-
gonna
they
say.
are kinda
Network
trying to
neutrality,
trying to
things like
control it.
that all
But-
controls
Yeah.
what you
But
see.
if you are smart and if you are intelligent, you know what to look for. You know how to find the information that you need to find
But
right
can
now,
we rely
and you
on
know how to
society
get
just
what
being
you
smart and intelligent
Sometimes
these
you
days?
can't rely on
Let's be
society.
fucking real.
Sometimes the only person you can rely on is the person that looks at you when you look in the fucking
Yeah,
mirror.
That's the only person.
Right? So if you can
Word.
sit there and educate yourself, then you know, okay, I'm good. Now let me try to help this person, but you can only lead a horse to water. You can't force that horse to drink the water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you educate yourself, you free yourself. So
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned, we kind of have more rights now than we ever have had. Now there are conditions that are a little bit different and social things that are a little bit different. But to be honest with you, as a black man, I'd rather be alive right now than alive any
Sure,
other
I
fucking
get- I
period
get-
of time
yo,
in the
yeah.
last 500 years.
Okay, yeah.
Prior to that,
You know what?
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't really speak
See,
on
I didn't even
but-
think about asking it in a racial
As a
sense.
person
I
of
just
color,
asked
yeah.
it
In a
normal
general
sense.
sense,
Now,
yeah.
Say that? No, that
Yeah.
actually, I can see that.
Now it's up to
Yeah.
me to maintain those rights for myself and the future generations and say, okay, yo, we gotta fight for the freedoms we have and fight for other freedoms
See,
of other people.
I just think all of us should be treated like white people were in the 50s, by the way. That's how society should be. You know what I mean?
That's funny, bro.
So you're gonna come home and hey honey, and you got the suit on. And,
No, that's
White
the ideal
people
for
did
that's
it.
all.
culturism.
The
That's
ideal
like
for all.
being who they are. I don't
Yeah.
want everyone to be that.
No.
I want everyone to have that right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yo, think about it. Like my dad was drinking and driving when he was a kid.
Oh,
That was
Jesus.
legal. You were taking a 2-4 in the car with 5. Like that's why Dazed and Confused is one of my favorite movies of all
Yeah.
time because it
It's a
represents
pretty
that
interesting
era
movie.
pretty
Yeah.
fucking.
And
Actually,
this is
like,
the thing, right? Back then, one thing I think it's because over time people ended up killing each other, and this is the reason why they said, we can't do that shit no more.
But you
Yeah.
know what? The biggest corporations
So-
in the world kill the most people.
No,
Nobody said
obviously.
shit because everything's capitalist.
No, I understand
But that wasn't
that.
even a thing back then.
No,
People were
yeah.
just like,
But what I'm saying is, like-
at least you let people do what the fuck they
I
wanted
know that,
and
but
kill themselves if they wanted to. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
But
You're like,
then-
all right, I'm killing
but-
people, but at least I don't let these motherfuckers kill themselves too if they want to have fun. But now everything's like a fucking
Of course,
military
of
state
course,
that's
of
heading
course.
towards that way, and yet everything's still killing you.
yeah.
Well, because the thing is
We
like
still have fluoride in the water. There's still all these fucked up preservatives and all
Yeah,
this food.
yeah,
We
yeah.
still have 98% of the fucking
But that's
industry
where-
of fucking
Yeah.
fruits and vegetables we eat is GMO produced.
Yeah, yeah.
They're created in a fucking test tube. We live in like literally a madness state. People are claiming girl to be boy and boy girl and everything, and it's acceptable to tell these kids that at fucking 5 years old when they fucking don't know fucking different. Anything. You haven't even grown hair on your balls, and you're gonna say it's okay to want to be a girl. And now there's a law in
Wow.
place. Did you not know though? In Canada, there's a law in place that you can actually be charged if your child shows interest in being a different sex, and it can be like a harassment
It's a
type of charge.
federal?
I can't remember, but it's a harassment type of charge. You can be
Word.
sued if you don't take your kid to get the the surgery, like the process to start overdoing.
And if you don't got the money to do
Your
it,
sexuality.
No, man.
There's
That's
actual law?
no.
It's
no.
like
You're
some,
gonna
like-
need to show me that law
Yeah.
because I do not believe that is a law at
It's
all.
a discrimination thing. It's like
Yeah.
saying you're not being a
No,
good
man.
parent if you're not willing to
I
take
need
the
to
steps
Google that.
forward to
Unfortunately,
your
I need to go
child
right.
doing.
I
what
need
they
to go to the
feel is
washroom, but that's crazy.
that's crazy, bro.
Yo, I wish I knew the name of the law. Look it up though, man. Like that shit's.
No. There's no lie in that. Someone needs to Google that. I will be back. I want to see that shit on a computer screen because that is a lie. There's no way that is
That's
possible.
not a lie, man.
I will be back.
Anything's
Can't be back
possible. You
after
just
a
gotta
while.
see the
It's
proof.
crazy.
This is the first time I'm hearing this. So, like I said, even with the Doug Ford saying scrapping that shit, like when
I mean,
saw
it's
it,
either a law that's passed or they're trying to pass it.
No,
shoot
it's-
out.
it- no.
But it's like it exists.
Yeah.
The fact that this exists is the scary thing to me.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's crazy, man.
Because I feel like you should have at least had to have sex 20 times to decide what sex you want to be. But that's just me personally. I don't think a 5-year-old, like, you know what I mean?
Has have the mental.
Nah, man. I put my mom's bra on when I was a kid. Can you imagine my parents walked in? We're like, oh my God, we're getting your sex changed. Like, get the fuck out of here.
There are some people just raising.
That's
their
crazy,
Kid,
dude.
they're raising their kid to be neither boy or girl. I saw some
That's
shit.
cool. Do that.
And it's
That's
kind of
fine.
cool, but
I don't support sex shit. Like,
Yeah.
do you know how young, like, look it up. Do you know how young certain people are getting transformations, whether it be
Yeah.
estrogen pills if you're a boy or whatever it is, but
Yeah.
how young they're getting these transformation methods.
And I've been seeing that.
Like, if I can't gamble at a
Yeah.
fucking corner store on a $3 scratch ticket,
Or buy
don't tell
cigarettes.
me I'm smart enough to fucking
Yeah.
decide what sex I want to
I
be the
can't
rest
buy
of my fucking
cigarettes
life.
until I'm 18. I can't drink till I'm 19. I can't drive until a certain.
Like, but I can decide what sex I want to be, even though I've had no sexual experience in life. I don't
Yeah.
even have my hormones yet. Like I'm not
Yeah.
even, like No, that doesn't work.
But I guess they're trying to get them as young as possible.
But a life-altering decision
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
and you know,
Even
I-
abortion
and
wise.
see, and I hate to even take it to this because I'm
Yeah.
not trying to say because I love all people. If you're whatever you are, you're gay, you're bi, you're transgender, you're like you know whatever you are, that's cool. I get it. But what I'm saying is getting it pushed on children is what bothers
They
me.
need to learn at least.
Because like children's minds are impressionable. They
Very.
don't even know what the fuck they're thinking.
Yeah.
And I feel like to make that as a conscious decision, like I feel like I can consciously decide to drive a car, smoke cigarettes, and drink alcohol a little bit more so than I can to decide what gender I want to be the rest of my life at a younger age.
There's a lot of
than
people
fucking like being able to determine that as a kid.
There's a lot of people who've done it and ended up deciding wanting to go back.
Well, this is the factor I was going to bring up. Why I said I wanted to say it didn't seem like hate, but it's 80% of the people who undergo these types of transformations end up committing suicide.
Yeah.
That like the suicide rate is so huge, it's ridiculous.
Is it because of the change or because of how they're treated?
Well, the claim is that it's because of how they're treated, but if you look at like noted, like you know what I mean, but the black community at certain periods, like the black suicide rates aren't through the roof because they're not being treated with respect.
Yeah. Boy.
People don't necessarily just kill themselves because they're not being treated
But I find
with
like
respect.
the suicide rate now in general across the board with people is a lot higher than it used to be because of various reasons. Some say the social media.
There's a lot of things. Social media is one. Things that are in your food, different things. You know what I mean? The calcifying of your third eye, your pineal gland. You know, fluoride in your water calcifies your pineal gland.
Suicide was always a thing, but in this society, it's so. I wouldn't say it's as common, but it's across the board. It's like the numbers have risen.
Have they? Have the suicide numbers really risen though? Like, is there like a confirmed stat that the suicide numbers?
If you do it per capita, have they really risen?
I'm going off for more American
But
numbers
you know
that
what?
I've seen.
I believe that they would have though.
Yeah.
Because the
I think we
simplest
have more
people in the
people
world
too.
are the happiest. People who have the least are the happiest.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think like it is what it is. I don't think the numbers per se have risen. If they have, it might be because of some of the medication that they're giving.
Well,
Some
we
of
can't
the
really say what we
health
think
people.
till we look it up.
Hold on.
I think the
I would say suicide rates are probably a lot higher now.
And I'm saying I'm going off American numbers, so just because they're population wise.
You know what? You could absolutely be right.
I'm not even judging it. Like I don't know numbers, but I'm assuming because of just the age.
What were you referencing though? Because I was just out of the room for a moment. So you're referencing.
What I'm reading right now, I'm going off of this right now. This is whatever said. The annual U.S. suicide rate increased 24% between 1999 and 2014.
Okay, but what happened between that period though?
A lot of shit.
A lot of shit. But hold on. A few things, in my opinion, happened in that period. Number one being the Afghani and the Iraq War.
Yeah.
Specifically, the Afghanistan War, which brought in a huge amount of opium from Afghanistan. But also, we know these soldiers are coming
All
with
of the North Part
PTSD.
Two.
These guys are coming in with PTSD, and I think there's about a 22 soldier a day suicide rate.
Yeah.
So yes, you could say it's this, that, or the other, but this war obviously has increased. I'm sure if you look post World War II or post Vietnam, you see that suicide rates are probably a little bit higher as well in America. But I think that probably has to do a lot with the war, and probably has to do a lot with the
24%.
influx.
How many people even fought in the war? What's the American army nowadays? Like 10,000 fucking soldiers because everything's technology.
No, this guy's.
Well, there's countries in the world that have a million like standing army of soldiers still. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like America don't have like I'm pretty
Well,
sure
they have
it's in the
300 million.
thousands. They have less than a million.
They have 300 million people, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's less than a million. And look it up.
Yeah, Chris Thomas
In the
is saying
US Army.
estrogen from all the antidepressants in the
a lot of
water.
shit. A lot of shit.
You know,
Well,
but I think a lot of it's a
that's
lot
one
of
thing
soldier
feminizing
suicides,
that.
man.
That's one thing feminizing.
Listen, man, if you go back and look at shit in the 60s and 70s, there guys wearing fucking heels. There guys with hair down here and all types of stuff. I don't think we're feminizing men any more than men have ever been feminized. I just think like with the hyperinflation of mass media, it appears that way.
No, man, you're so woke, but then you like look at things from such a middle ground.
Nah, bro.
Things
We're
are
not in like
connected.
we're not
The
in like the
industry didn't
hippie era
destroy
or anything
public
like that.
enemy.
I'll put it like this: there's more people on the planet. Period.
Yeah.
So with
So you
more
gotta look
people
at
equals
inflation.
More equals more of everything.
And you got to look
Like-
at again, as I was saying, like
I can't
media.
compare this to 1950 when there's actually way more people now. than
Yeah,
But everything.
but you could look
gotta
at the
do per
number
capita.
balance
Yeah.
exactly per capita,
Yeah.
right? But then you also have to look at at how fast the media spreads compared to then as well. You know what I mean? Like the fact that you would
Well, I
see,
think that would be part of the point of your argument, though.
yeah, like a
Because
lot of
you're
stuff could have been
basically
hidden
proving
under
that
the
media and social media were the increased rate.
not necessarily the increased rate,
No,
but
it
they have to
contributes.
show you that it happened instead of like
Alleged
hiding under the
contributing.
rug. You know, like again, a news story that happens in fucking Des Moines, Iowa, can be seen in India in 2 minutes rather than 2 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Well,
a
work
lot of these
is
stories
that.
were getting hidden and just brushed under the rug. You can't necessarily just hide that stuff under the rug anymore. You know?
Yo, if you could commit a crime and never have to do the time, what would it be?
If what?
Bank robbery.
If I could commit a crime and get away
I
with it,
don't even
Yeah,
think
yeah.
about it.
well,
Bank robbery.
I would say murder, depending on who I gotta kill.
Oh fuck.
Hey, yo, somebody shut the fucking
I'm
gunshots
just
off
being
of Mike
honest,
Stone
man.
right
Goose,
Yeah,
now.
goose,
I'm honest,
goose, goose.
man.
I ain't murdering anybody, man.
No, I mean like I'm not. Justified is justified. I'm just being honest.
Then that's not murder. That's like self-defense
No,
or
no,
something.
there's gotta be self-defense.
Yo, do
Listen.
we fuck with K Solo
Look,
Fugitive though?
so-
Listen,
yeah, of
if
course.
it's
If someone say I had a daughter,
if it's
someone
premeditated-
if someone raped my daughter, I'm gonna kill them.
Because all of them said.
And if I
Okay,
can
you
get
got
away
me
with
there.
it,
You got
that's
me
not
there.
self-defense.
you got me there.
That's not self-defense.
You got me there. I fucks with that.
Daughter or my son, whatever.
Alright, can I tell you my crime?
Yeah.
Mm.
You guys are both like kind of borderline of it.
Yeah.
Rob the Federal Reserve.
Where are you gonna hide that shit? Where are
It
you gonna
doesn't matter.
spend
He's not
it?
gonna go to
Why are you
jail.
getting away with it? What the fuck?
Okay.
Why are you trying to make this shit realistic, man? This is you getting away with it.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
robbing the Federal Reserve.
That's a good move.
There's a certain amount of money that you can carry, and there's a certain amount of money that you
No,
can't
but
in
he's
a
gonna get away
robbery.
with it.
Yeah, but
It's
I'm
cool.
getting away with it regardless.
Yeah.
Like,
I
at this
feel
point,
you.
the standards we set up for this, I could walk in there with a fucking water gun and walk out with all the money, and the cops would have to stand at the side of the street and be like, let the people move for Kelly Maloney.
Die Hard 3.
Literally, we asked them to the standards, you couldn't get caught for
Yeah.
that.
Die Hard 3
I can
type
pretty
shit.
much do anything at this point. We
Yeah,
can take this
yeah.
left real quick.
That's what's up.
Why?
But we ain't gonna harass no political parties.
I don't know, man. Like, yeah. So that would be it. Like, so you'd rob the Federal Reserve. You
Fuck
get away
yeah.
with the crime. Word.
And that
What
was, like,
superpower?
I would set like justice in the world.
What
with it.
superpower would you have? You could have a superpower. I'd like to fucking fly.
I would want my dick to be Inspector Gadget.
Bam, bam.
So it could do anything, you know what I mean? It could like fly me around and stuff. I could just
specific-
like,
so
you know
you
what I mean?
wouldn't-
Like we could like be chilling, like you guys be chilling at the bar and be like, yo, I'll meet you guys there later. And next thing you know, I just like come from the ceiling like Bret Hart, except I don't fall to my death. And my like I just
That was Owen, by the way. That was real poor taste. Rest in peace,
Poor
Owen
taste.
Hart.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
an
the same
Owen Hart
taste out of your
fan.
mouth when I come down and a propeller dick fucking into the middle of the bar like, what's up, homies? You'd be like,
So hold on.
"Yeah."
You want your dick to be
This guy
Inspector
crazy.
Gadget. You
Yeah.
don't want to be
No,
Inspector
I'm not
Gadget.
Inspector Gadget, my dick
Yeah.
is. It's so much more impressive that way.
Yo, well, you remember y'all
I'm
said
just sitting in the middle of the park and I'm fucking doing push-ups without my hands on the ground. You're just like, yo, what the fuck is this motherfucker doing? You get up a little closer, you're like, oh, god damn it, I just looked at that.
yeah.
You're like, yeah.
You're wild,
Yeah,
kid.
it was you
know what I'm
guys
saying?
who sent that
You're
video
wild.
with the dude to kick the
You're
kick
wild
the
and
chick.
wild. Yeah, I
Inspector
said that
Gadget.
earlier.
This shit right here.
Yeah, the abortion clinic thing where dude just
Get
the girl
the
says
house.
something and he just fully kicks the
Bam!
phone.
What? What happened?
You know the video with the dude kicking the chick.
Yeah, I ain't seen this.
Yeah, you
Right
turn that
here,
around,
bring it
showing
around
that
right here,
shit.
bro. This dude didn't even look like he was gonna kick it.
Man, if you had
Yeah,
Inspector
man.
Gadget as a dick, you'd be a lot happier, I'll tell you that
Check
much.
it out, check it out. This is going all over my feed right now.
Oh, shit.
This guy, he had no qualms
I
with
should play
kicking
the
a
audio,
woman.
but
Yeah, you can play the audio.
Yeah,
They
I
can be
wonder if
fucking
my-
He's like a
banners.
fucking bird.
He kinda does.
You
The
don't-
guy in the pink sweater.
Yeah, he just
Yeah, he's
full
just mad 'cause
on.
he's been beat up by
He just
chicks.
full on
Fuck.
kicked the shit out of that lady.
See, I can't even call him what I want to call him without it being a hate crime nowadays.
Oh shit!
Right, you know.
Don't fucking kill me. Hold up. Let me
You
get
know
this-
what though? You can be a faggot without being gay. Let's set the record straight right here. We only got 4 minutes left, and let's just be honest about this. Yo, can you be a fucking faggot without being gay?
Oh.
Yeah?
Yes! Mike,
Sure.
can you be a fucking faggot without being gay?
It is what it is. Man.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie.
Can you?
Like,
It is what it is.
You can be a fucking faggot without being fucking
no, there's
gay,
definitely. I've called people that
man.
word
Yeah,
without
straight dudes are
referring to them
faggots
as
more than
gay.
gay people are.
I cut that word out of my like vocabulary probably for the last 10 years
Oh, fuck
and
that.
said
I
it.
still say it in my rhymes.
I said it for the first time over the summer, and I'm just like, this just feels so wrong coming out
No,
of my
it feels
mouth. Why
so
did I say
good.
that?
Yo, it feels so good calling a straight person a faggot.
You're a wild boy, Brownie. You're fucking wild. Wow.
But I don't want to say it to I don't want to say it to a gay person because
I just don't use the word anymore, to be honest
Yo,
with you,
call a
but-
straight person a faggot. That's the one.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, people
you
really
know
get
what?
offended by that word, to
If
be
we
honest
go
with you,
back
man.
like 15 years ago,
Oh, it was so common.
well, I would it wouldn't matter if it was gay or straight.
It was
because
common. It was like
if
all
you were
over
a
South
faggot,
Park.
you were a faggot, but it was still the same thing. Gay people were faggots, and
Hold
so
on.
were straight people.
Did you guys ever see the South Park episode where the little
Faggot doesn't mean gay.
Hold on.
That's the thing.
Isn't
Did you
it a cigarette?
It's fucking sissy.
Isn't it a
It's a
cigarette?
fucking soft dude. What's a cigarette? That's what I mean. Like, are all these American fucking, like, you know what I mean? Gonna go to the States and be, or fucking Europe and be like, hey, you got a cigarette, mate? And be like, oh, you mean a fag, mate? And be like, oh, let's throw it down. Like, fuck no, you're not. So, you know what I mean? Like,
Did you guys see? Okay, I know you didn't see it,
Come on.
but did you see the South Park episode where the dude's little brother Ike, the guys like the whole
Oh my God.
biker squad is going by like the Hell's Angels,
Yeah.
and they're sitting there just revving up their bikes all like loud and shit, so bum, 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 and little 1-year-old just out the window, he's like, faggots.
yeah.
Oh my god, I could not believe it. And they're all like, what the fuck? And then, so the whole town starts referring to the bikers
As the faggots.
and like the bikers completely like, yo, what the hell? And then like they didn't know how to react to that at all. South Park's
No.
good for that shit.
That's
South
why I
Park's really
love
good for
South
taking
Park,
a word and
yeah.
just kind of like
They force
owning it.
people
And,
to have conversations before
but
Kanye
that
and Mike
was
Stone.
that was fucking hilarious.
Is
The
it
little
still on
kid,
TV, yo?
the little kid looking at the bikers and just being like,
You've never seen South
No, I
Park,
haven't
have
seen
you?
South Park.
Oh,
you haven't seen it
said
in the
you
last
ain't watched-
15 years,
You said
have
you
you?
ain't watched TV in so long.
No, I've watched so.
okay, because South Park is
When
absolutely
Mr. Hanky
kicking-ass
still
stuff.
exists?
Yo,
Hanky
teacher,
the
right?
Christmas poo.
No, you don't even know Hanky.
Oh, the
Hanky
Christmas
the
fool.
Christmas-
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't know my
yeah.
name. I didn't know my name. I just had a piece
No.
of shit.
Mike, yeah, I have to flush you the fuck out.
Hanky the Christmas
South Park was
poo.
dope. South Park was dope. But
Yeah,
I,
it still is
I don't watch it
dope.
religiously though, but it was
South
dope.
Park
It is
still
dope.
is fucking dope. Are you kidding me? I love that
I mean, they
show,
predicted
man.
Kanye being a gay fish before anyone else did.
Because he likes fish sticks. That's what I was trying to say about
Fish
Drake
sticks
last
are
week, but
kinda
it came
orange.
across a little wrong. So, but that no.
Are you on your pro-Trump campaign though, with your sweater and your hat?
No. This is for
Orange.
No. This is for the
I see.
No, this is for
No,
the
I'm just playing. I love the combo. I'm jealous.
the residential native
Oh,
students,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Because I didn't rock it.
Oh.
I didn't rock it the day I was supposed to, and since
I
we're
just
doing a
made a joke
podcast
about
today,
that.
I
Yeah.
figured I'd rock it today to
What-
show support. You know,
what's
so
that
shout out
about?
all the native people.
Hey.
It's to show support for all the native kids who were in the residential schools. Many of them never made it home.
Yeah, they
Many
died.
were
Yeah,
molested.
they
Many of
were
them
murdered,
were murdered. You know, things of that
That's
nature.
a horrible part of our history, man.
But that's
Absolutely,
a
and
great
we do
cause.
not talk
Yeah.
on it. And I always show solidarity to the native people of this
And we
country.
gotta get the fuck
That's
outta
always
here.
one of my
Don't
big
say a
things.
word.
So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's get out of here. But let's end it on a high note. You know what I'm saying? And let's show more respect to the native people, Aboriginal people of this country. They deserve it. That's what's up. You know what I
And
mean?
if you're
So-
still watching right now, come out to Welland Fall Festival this Saturday, October 5th. It's in Welland, 6th. And I will be performing from 9 to 10 o'clock. I am the closer that night. That'll be
Yeah.
great. So check that out at www.thccollection.com.
Yeah.
Use the promo code
Hip-hop.
HOP, hip hop, all capitals. Save yourself 10% on any purchase you make. And they have Tuesdays, which is $100. So if you're a pothead like me, you know it's a great deal. Yo, we out Toronto Talks, motherfucker.
Maximum FM, what up?
Hey.
One love, y'all. Peace.
Word, peace.
It's been a pleasure. I guess we're done. We actually finished on time this week, like
Yeah.
7:30 to 9, eh?
Yeah.
We still
Well, I was
recording.
watching the time. We went a minute and 05 over, but I think we talked a bit before I
Yeah.
clapped.
We're still recording, by the way.
Yeah, it's all good. But
I don't care if we're recording on other
YouTube.
social medias.
Fuck,
Not really to talk my mind.
Yo, check it.
yo, I can see people just clipping certain things and like